What is going on, everyone? My name is Arvin here, and if you read the title of this video correctly, this is a walkthrough on how to get a S ranking or A ranking in the Resident Evil Code Veronica and Resident Evil Code Veronica X. This playthrough will be valid for every version of the game imaginable, which includes the original Sega Dreamcast, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and so on. You know, if it came out anywhere, PC, you know, this walkthrough will allow you to achieve an S or A ranking in any of those versions, okay? Now, just a few things to go through before we begin. Now, some of the requirements for an S ranking are as follows. We have, I believe, maybe 3 things to go through. Number 1, we have to deliver the hemostatic medicine to Rodrigo in the very beginning of the game. So towards the end of your playthrough as Claire, you do come across some hemostatic medicine. What you have to do is you have to bring that medicine back to the very beginning of the game when you first started and give that medicine to Rodrigo. In return, he'll give you a lockpick in exchange for your lighter. So make sure you do everything you need to do with the lighter before you go ahead and bring him the hemostatic medicine. Number 2, we have to save Steve in the fastest amount of time possible when he's locked in the room where he gets the lugers. So again, if you dilly-dally here, it is possible for him to kind of crawl out of there, you know, like he's really struggling. We had to get him out in the fastest amount of time possible. Okay. And number 3, and this is perhaps the most important, we cannot save any of our games and we cannot use any first aid sprays. That's important. So because we're not saving our game, we're not picking up any ink ribbons. And because we're not allowed to use any first aid sprays, we're not picking them up. What we are allowed to use is we are allowed to use herbs. So we can use green herbs, blue herbs, and red herbs to heal ourselves. So they're not expecting you to achieve a no damage run while playing this game. So they are expecting you to take damage, and you are allowed to use herbs to heal yourself. Also, should be noted, do not view any of the cutscenes available in the game. At this point, you should have already seen everything this game has to offer. If you're trying to get an S rank or A ranking to unlock a rocket launcher, don't bother viewing any of the cutscenes. Skip every one that you're allowed to skip. So basically start hitting the X button, the start button or whatever. Skip every cutscene you can, okay? And let's do this thing. Okay, normal.
Resident Evil.
Now, you might notice as soon as this playthrough begins that I already have a rocket launcher unlocked. So don't worry about that. As long as you don't use your rocket launcher, you will be able to get an S ranking. So right away, what you're seeing me do is I'm using the game manual. So Code Veronica X starts off with the game manual. Right now, we're just using it, getting it out of inventory. And we're equipping the lighter to start up this cutscene here. All right, we're picking up these handgun rounds, as well as this knife that's on the table here. And we're going to make our way out of here. There is a green herb that's in the jail cell there that you just left. We don't need it now. Well, perhaps grab it on the way back. All right, here we go. Some more handgun rounds. And right now, I believe I'm going to go ahead and equip this knife here. All right, not bad. And we're about to encounter our first zombies in the game here. And they play up the heartbeat for dramatic effect. You know, this is probably one of the only Resident Evil games that really did that. Really to play up the tension. It was a really nice touch. Okay. Now, it is possible to get through this area completely unscathed. But as you saw, I got grabbed there. And there's going to be some grab attempts in this game and in your playthrough. You know, we're not speedrunners here. We're not professionals. We're just trying to get our rocket launcher here. All right, we're going to double back over to this dead guy here. We're going to pick up these handgun rounds and combine them. Once again, just get it out of the way. You're going to be seeing me get grabbed and bitten a few times. Not a big deal. Okay, no reason to go ahead and reset the game. We're still going to get what we want at the end of the game. That S rank and A rank. Alright, so we're heading into this spot here. Through this doorway. We're going to take out this one zombie here. Should take about 3 to 5 shots here. Run over to the shelf, pick up these handgun rounds. And make our way over into the bunk area here. Now, at the end of the hallway and in the back here, where this dead guy is, we're going to pick up these handgun rounds that are at his crotch. And we just passed some handgun rounds near the window here. And the moment we get these handgun rounds, this guy's going to come crashing through the window here. So we're going to have to take this guy out. Okay. So use your handgun rounds for this. Now, it is possible to get out of here just after picking up the M100P, but I decided to take out both zombies here. This one that's on the ground, and the one that crashed through the window. We don't have to take care of that third one here. We're just going to make our way out of there. And we are officially done with this bunk area place here. Ooh, that can't be good. Obviously dogs here. Next time you come into this area, there's going to be dogs, so be ready. Truthfully, we don't have to take them out. We're just going to run them out. I'll show you how. Let's get loaded up here. Into this next area. Going to go into this spot here. Okay, so there are 3 zombies in this area here. We're going to take them all out with the handgun rounds. Now, as long as you're aiming your shots center mass in their chest, it should take more than 5 shots, 5 to 7 shots, really. So, I believe this one here took more than 5. He's down now. Okay, we're good. Alright, we're entering this security box area here. We have to deposit all our metallic items. Now again, I'm depositing the rocket launcher here. On our way out, we're not picking it back up, okay? Because again, we're not using it. It's of no use to us. We don't have to go ahead and carry it with us all the way to an item box. We don't need to do that. We're just going to leave it here, okay? Once through this area here, we're going to pick up these bow gas rounds here. Another Steve cutscene here. We're gonna whip back here, pick up this hawk emblem. And before you leave this room, make sure you pull up the lever here in this switchboard. This activates the power for the shutters there that we just passed by in the beginning. Now, before we leave here, we're actually going to activate this 3D printer here to scan the hawk emblem. Okay, so we don't have to wait for the alloy piece to actually start this up. We could actually start it up right now. We're going to go ahead and place the hawk emblem here so that it can scan. So that when we do make our way back here, all we gotta do is place the alloy piece here so that it can carve the hawk emblem out of the alloy piece. Alright, not too bad.
Please deposit any metallic items you have in the security box.
So we're gonna go ahead and deposit these bow gas rounds here. We're gonna come back for them. Still don't need them at this very moment. Okay, we're going to take back all of our metal belongings except the rocket launcher. We're going to leave that in there. And we're going to go ahead and equip the M100P. And right here, we activated that switch for a reason. It allows us to open up this shutter. And zombies. We're going to go ahead and aim so that we get that explosive barrel to take out those two. I'm going to run in here, grab the fire extinguisher, and actually try to mosey on by down here into this locked area. We're going to pick up the padlock key. And then carefully make our way out of there. See, that zombie was aggroed. He was ready to go, but we were able to get out of there safely. Okay, so on our way out of here, try to keep your wits about you. The dogs are now coming after you here. Again, you don't have to take them out. Simply run it out. You know, you can sort of bob and weave your way out of here, make your way over to the door, and boom. There you go. We're gonna make our way back to that first area where the gravestones were. Again, I got grabbed here. Again, you're gonna see me get grabbed and bit a bunch of times. Swipe that. It's no big deal. Okay. Certainly, we're not professional speedrunners here. You know, we're just trying to get the S and A rankings so that we can unlock a rocket launcher. Maybe get a trophy. So here I actually equipped the handgun because I really am trying my best to save some ammunition for the M100P for Chris. So believe it or not, you don't really have to use all of the M100P as Claire. I'm going to try to save some of it for Chris Redfield when it's time to play as Chris. Alright, so we're using the fire extinguisher here to take out this fire. Now we get to pick up this briefcase. There's the one briefcase in the game where you don't actually need a lockpick. You just have to inspect it to open it. There's a button, push it, and then sure enough, you reveal the TG01 alloy along with the file. Again, don't bother reading any of the files there. Sometimes you'll have to interact with them. But you don't have to read them. Just simply exit out of there to file it away. And we're making our way back. And I'm a little annoyed at that zombie that took a bite off me, so I'm going to take care of him. Bastard. Alright. Alright, now we're heading back to where we were. We get to use the padlock key that we picked up to open this lock here. This will make for a faster way of getting from one area to the other. Okay, we got two zombies here. Now, see, you could actually pass through there and not get swiped, but he actually reacted pretty fast and took a bite out of me, but I'm still in fine status. I'm still good. But yeah, there's a lot of that here. You're going to see it in my face.
Please deposit any metallic items you have.
But don't worry. I'm still going to get that S rank. Alright, so we're depositing everything metal here except the alloy thing. And we got now some zombies there tapping at the window. Now, to ensure that they don't come crashing through, once we create the hawk emblem out of the alloy, we're going to go ahead and close these shutters here. And we do that by going into this security box here, taking out the bow gas rounds, and then activating the shutters on purpose. Okay, so now we're going ahead here, placing the alloy piece here, create the hawk emblem. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. On our way out of here, we're going to go ahead and redeposit the bow gas rounds. And we have to then activate the switch here to open shutters. and actually make a little bit of a boo-boo here on this playthrough. When you do retrieve your items on your way out of here, it is best to activate the shutters once more on your way out, so that when you do make your way back to this area, there are no zombies here. But I do forget to do that, and I do pay for it. So what I forgot to do is, once I have all my items, I forget to reactivate the shutters. See, I run out. Ooh, that's gonna cost me. But don't worry about it. Okay, and I have, so again, there's 2 zombies here. I think this one actually gets aggroed here. Oh god. Let's take him out. Again, somehow still in fine condition. I must have taken, what, 3 bites at this time? Claire's tough, man. Okay, so now with that gate open, you know, the quickest path, little egress here. Let's go ahead and run through. So now we get to use the Hawk emblem piece on this door. We can make our way through these double doors here, making our way to the second half of the game. The military training facility and mansion area here. As you can see there, we just saw some handgun ammo and 2 green herbs. We're going to go ahead and pick up the handgun ammo. Okay. Now again, don't need to pick up the herbs just yet. I'm still in fine condition. Don't really need them at the moment. Actually, I meant to push that. I think I pressed X or whatever to climb it. Don't worry. It's not going to affect their time. It's like a few seconds. Just pushing it over here and then pushing it the rest of the way so that we can now climb up and make it to the staircase area. The top of the stairs here, I'm going to see 4 zombies. And again, it is possible to run through this area here, but this guy grabs me. Somehow, still in fine condition. You can't kill Claire, son. She's too tough. So right now, let's equip the M100P, and we're going to take out some dogs here. Make sure that you aim down. There's going to be 2 of them running at you. Typically, you should take 2 shots to do it. So let's see, 2 shots for that one. I see that thing shining up there. That is the Navy proof. We're going to go ahead and pick that up with us. And here we go, into these double doors here. This is the mansion area, where we're going to be spending some time. Now you see that blue door there on our left that we saw. I was just in frame a moment ago. We actually, for this playthrough, we're not going into that door. The only thing in that door is some handgun rounds and a briefcase that actually has some bowgun powder, you know, to make explosive arrows. We're not gonna go into that room for this playthrough. You actually could, you know, it only adds maybe 2 minutes to your playthrough, really. I'm actually just trying to save up as much time as we can. Alright, so the ID number here to enter is Nancy Tom Charlie 0394. You don't need to look for the ID card to actually enter that. So again, Nancy Tom Charlie 0394. That opens up this doorway here. Again, we should still have the M100P equipped. Pick up these handgun rounds, and we're gonna take care of these 3 zombies here. The M100P. Okay. And there is a 4th zombie at the end of this hallway here. It's going to take care of him. Right, he's done. He's gone. Make our way into this door. quick, some handgun rounds here. Go ahead and pick them up. Now there's a button here. Let's go ahead and activate that. Should activate some cutscene. Again, skip all cutscenes. We don't need to see them. You just had time. We're going to pop in here, pick up the steering wheel. And we are out. In fact, make sure that you have at least one inventory space available to pick up that steering wheel once it opens. Because we can't actually activate the next part of the game where Steve, you know, is trapped. So make sure you pick up the steering wheel before you leave. Okay, here we are. So now we are going to make our way out of this mansion residence. And that triggers a cutscene where Steve is yelling for help. We gotta go save him. So we're gonna make our way back to that room where we just were, where we got the steering wheel. And again, we had to solve this puzzle in the fastest time possible. So I may put up a graphic here just to show you, but the two options to select are C and E, the two pistols. So switch C and E and then hit the side, and that gets Steve out safely and in the fastest amount of time. Okay? Also skip that cutscene because again, we don't need to see it. And now with that, once we make our way back out into the main hallway here, that's gonna activate another cutscene here where we'll meet Alfred Ashford for the first time. Once we skip that cutscene, we're gonna make our way up these stairs and into our first save room, where we're gonna unload some stuff here. So here we go. Also, we have some handgun rounds here. We're gonna pick them up. So we're really gonna have to try our best not to pick up every box of handgun ammo we find. We're gonna pick up a good portion, maybe about 200 plus rounds or so, but certainly not every box. Okay. I'm gonna combine some stuff here. And again, we're taking the Navy proof with us because the next part of the game, we do have to, in order to get the silver biohazard card, we do need to make our way over to the submarine area. And since we're heading in that direction anyway, we're gonna go ahead and bring the Navy proof with us. Make our way down to the end of this hallway, down these stairs. Okay, once down here, I'm gonna whip over to this little cubby here. Find some handgun rounds. I'm gonna pick them up. There's also a map there, as you saw. You don't need to grab it. There's some bowgun arrows here. We can, there we go. Finally lets us pick it up. Pick up the bowgun arrows. Now we're gonna use the steering wheel here to go ahead and pull up the submarine that the Ashfords have hidden away here. Really goes to show you how wealthy the Ashfords were. They have a submarine just in their backyard that takes you to a whole different area of the complex. Man, they really had a boatload of money. Alright, so let's go ahead and climb this ladder here. Make our way into the submarine. We whip our way around. We have a side pack here. Allows us to carry 2 more items. Go ahead and definitely equip that. Alright, we're just going to start the lever, make our way over. So something you know about Resident Evil Code Veronica, you do have to press the action button to climb up and down stairs. That actually was fixed in Resident Evil 3, but for whatever reason, they unfixed it in Code Veronica. Don't ask me why. Okay, so there's 3 zombies here. We're going to take them out with our handgun. worry, we're gonna get some more handgun rounds here to replenish what we use to kill these guys. And again, as long as you're aiming center mass on these zombies, it really shouldn't take more than 5 to 7 shots to kill these guys. Okay, so we have some handgun rounds on this couch here. Let's pick them up. Now before we head to that doorway at the end there, we're gonna go ahead and equip the lighter. I think I equipped the lighter right after I go through, because there are bats here, and these guys can attack you if you don't have a lighter equipped. When you have the lighter equipped, you know, they clearly are attracted to the light, but, you know, they can actually hurt you. So now that we've pushed that switch here, we're going to use the navy proof here, place it where that needs to go. We have 2 more proofs to go. That way, when we're on our way back to this area, we only have to take 2 proofs with us. So in that 3rd proof space, we could bring another herb or some ammo, whatever you need. Okay, so now we're making our way down to this door here. And we got this whole thing, this whole bridge here that eventually, towards the end of this one, we're going to need to raise. So right now, it's kind of where it needs to be. Through here, I'm going to go ahead, get onto this lift, and make our way over to this control panel here with a lever. I'm going to go ahead and move it. So again, you have to move it 2 spots, forward and left. So once you move it forward, I stop it just above this line here before I switch to left. You have to place it just above this crate here. If you actually stop it just a little before that line, it actually won't pull the crate in one go. You'll have to actually interact it again. So make sure you align it correctly. That exposes this control panel here. We're going to go ahead and move this lever up. And oh no, zombies! What do we do? Okay, so there's a few ways to attack it here. What I do is, with the M100P equipped, I actually move 1 or 2 steps forward, and I attack. And I usually start shooting. Okay? Now there is a 5th zombie here that's on the floor. He's very easy to get around. We're just going to go ahead and move around him. Get that biohazard card, as well as this bow gun arrows. And again, we're just going to leave this guy alone here. Obviously, he can't really do much damage to us. He's on the ground. Just going to leave him with his dignity. And we're going to make our way out of here. So now with that silver biohazard card in our inventory, we have our way to make it back to the military training facility, which is where we're heading to right now. So once we make it back to the submarine, back to that mansion area, we'll be ready to go. So again, yes, to walk up these stairs, you do have to press the action button each time. Sort of annoying. Again, if familiar with Resident Evil at all, Resident Evil 3, they actually fixed that, where you could just simply run up the stairs without having to press a button. So, I don't know, from 3 to 4, well, not 4, 3 to Code Veronica, they decided to remove that. Oh well, only a minor inconvenience. Okay, we're making our way back up here, and using the steering wheel that moved the platform back. And proceed up these stairs. Okay, we're not going back to the mansion. We're actually going back to the zombie area. So that area where one zombie actually took a piece out of me. So actually, I'm able to pass them the second time around. So see, look, I passed them. No problem at all. I do take care of this third one here. So I'm going to take him out and actually make my way in through this door here. Alright, so we're about to head to a cutscene here where you see the big giant worm. What we're going to do is we're going to run around here. And I'm actually making my way over to this barrel here to find these bow gun arrows. I'm going to pick them up right now and make my way into these double doors here. Okay? Pretty quick, pretty simple. From here, I'm going right into the stairway and into this door that's at the top of the stairway here. Not that one, but this one here. We'll be able to enter that door later once we get a knob for it. Okay, and here, this is where we'll finally get that bow gun. Very good. There's also a file underneath there. Again, memo on the pass number. We don't need to read any of the files there. Just file them away. Got a cutscene there. Skip it. So there is a number there that's on that frame, 1126. But you can't just simply enter those numbers, you know, when you go back to that room. You have to use a security camera to actually find out the numbers. Don't worry, well, I'll show you that when it comes. Alright. So we're heading to this middle room area here. There's exactly 3 zombies in this room. So be ready. So I'm using the handgun. Taking this one guy out. So that took about 7 shots. Let's see this guy here. Couldn't get up a shot in time. Oh, I'm finally in caution. Uh-oh. No big deal. I'm going to take out this third zombie that's on the floor here. Because on the corner near his feet is a green herb. I'm going to go ahead and take that and use that to heal myself, get back to fine condition. Okay, very good. And yeah, there are some bowgun arrows here. I'm going to go ahead and pick those up. See, right now, already a ton of bowgun arrows right at your disposal to use. And again, they are pretty viable to use when used on zombies. So right now I'm going to use the biohazard card on the silver lock here right before I enter this door at the end. Okay, and right now I do have the crossbow equipped. And we're going to take out some zombies here with the crossbow. And again, don't worry about conserving crossbow arrows. They really do heap them upon you in this game. Almost an embarrassment of riches when it comes to bowgun arrows. So right now, there's 2 more here. I'm able to take care of this guy. And there should be 1 more. There he is. Alright. Oh, well, he's still alive. Now he's dead. So now, go ahead and just check these lockers here for some bowgun arrows. There's 3 in this room. 30 apiece. So about 90 arrows in this room alone. The third one is at this guy's crotch there. Look at that. Combining the arrows. 190 arrows ready to use. Again, don't worry about conserving them. There's a bunch of them. Here we go. So right now, 2 zombies in this like sauna area here. Very easy to maneuver around. See, that zombie was sort of aggroed there. Made it a tiny bit difficult, but to make your way onto the water here, just make your way to this valve thing and go ahead and turn it. That effectively stops the water there from flowing. And we could pick up this key here. This is the key with tag. This is gonna get us some bowgun powder for some explosive arrows. Okay, so right now, see how easy it was to sort of get out of there without getting into too much trouble? So you rarely have to take out the zombies that are in that room, okay? So, alright, so now we are out. Let's go ahead back into this main area. And we're going to make our way back into the room where we saw the 3 zombies and the green herb. We're going to go ahead and use that storage room key on this locker here. Very good. Key with tag. I'm going to go ahead and discard the key. Very good. Discarded. There we go. Bowgun powder. Important note. Anytime you've used the key the maximum amount of times and it gives you the option to discard the key, always discard the key. You know, don't accidentally hit no on an item that it's giving you the chance to discard, because if you don't, you have to make your way over to an item box to actually put that item away. So always discard when given the option to. Okay, so now we're making our way back down here. You saw that door was about to close. We're now into this area here. Triggers a cutscene here with Alfred Ashford. He's trying to shoot you. Now, believe it or not, if you aren't on the ball here, he could actually take a shot at you. Okay, so, but if, you know, if you're alert, just quickly make your way over the stairs, and you should be able to run away. Okay, here, we got 2 boxes of handgun bullets here. We're going to grab both of them. And this silver door here is a save room. Okay. So in this room here, we got 2 green herbs and the hemostatic medicine. Remember, step 1, we have to get this hemostatic medicine over to Rodrigo. So we're going to keep that in our inventory for now. And what am I banking here? Yes, I banked the M100P. And yes, I'm equipping the bowgun arrows, you know, with the explosive tips. So right now, I'm equipping that, and we're getting right to it here. Once you interact with this door, that's going to trigger a cutscene with Alfred here. Obviously, skip the cutscene. Once you go back to this door, man, heartbeat, so good. Way to play up the tension after every entering any room that, you know, might be potential danger. It's so awesome. Okay, whip up to the right here. We see some submachine guns. We're going to pick those up. And note some ammo for the submachine guns right there on top of that crate. Uh-oh, door's locked on you. The cutscene here, Bandersnatch. Again, 1, 2, 3. This particular Bandersnatch takes 3 explosive arrows to take down. Every other Bandersnatch moving forward only takes 2. So really, it's really fire once, half a second, fire again, should take down any Bandersnatch. Okay, that was a dope-ass cutscene where our man Steve Burnside comes in for the rescue. Great cutscene. So right now, for this part of the game, we're going to be playing as Steve.
Wait here, Claire.
So here, don't worry about saving any SMG ammo as Steve. You could really just shoot at the wall for 10 minutes. It's not going to matter. Your goal here is just to clean house, take out every zombie that's at this location here. I believe that took out everybody here, so now I'm going to go into this room. And there's 3 zombies in this room. We're just going to take them out. And just like the M100Ps, we could actually aim a gun at 2 different enemies. Or if you hit the L trigger, we could actually switch to aiming 2 guns at 1 enemy. It's pretty dope. Okay, so now we've taken those guys out. Make our way down to this door. And we have 4 more enemies to take out here. So let's take care of this. Okay, that takes that. believe that may have done it. Yeah, so there's actually 4 enemies. Yeah, that first explosive canister took out 2 of them. Alright, here we go. Once you make it to the end of the hallway as Steve, that's the end of your time playing as Steve. But not too bad. Kind of shows a little emotion there in that cutscene if you saw it, but again, we're skipping all cutscenes. He's kind of run off here. We're gonna make our way after him here. So yeah, we'll equip some crossbows. And the second you run to where Steve is standing, the platform's gonna break. And that triggers another cutscene. Obviously, Steve gets a little emotional there. There's a little bit of a moment here. So I'm just gonna leave him alone and collect the stats. I'm gonna pick up these handgun rounds here and make a way over to this door here that's on the side. And right away, we're gonna encounter 2 zombies here, as well as some handgun rounds. I'm gonna pick up the handgun rounds right away. It's on this corner. And we're gonna take out these guys here. There we go. Oh no, he's still alive. Come on. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna make our way to the end of this room here. And we are gonna pick up the eagle plate that's hanging on the wall here. There it is. You pick that up. And we're gonna go back to that area where we saw Alfred try to take a shot at us, and we're gonna use the eagle plate on that little thing there to pick up the blue key. So we're gonna head down here, down where we came, back into the room where Steve is. Yep, he's still sort of collecting his thoughts. I'm gonna leave him alone. Now, through these doors, there are 2 dogs here and some bowgun arrows here. Now, we don't need to get those. Don't bother getting them. We don't even need to take down those dogs. We're going to leave them alone. We're saving our ammo. Alright, so quickly make our way down here. Avoid the worm. Make our way back to these double doors. And we're equipping the handgun here because we're going to go back to where we were before. I'm going to use the biohazard card. And through this door, we've got 2 dogs to worry about. Whenever you're dealing with dogs, make sure that when you're aiming at them, you aim down. See, right now, somehow, the hit detection, I'm hitting both of them. Okay, very good. These guys are taken out. Make our way up the staircase here, and we're going to interact with this crest here. We're going to place the eagle plate on there to retrieve the blue card. Okay, very good. Now what we'll do is we're going to actually dip over into this door here and we'll make our way down to that biohazard silver door here. I'm going to use the biohazard card again here for this silver reader. And we're going to make our way over to this silver door here to this save room. And here we're going to bank the lugers because we're really only going to need lugers when we're back in that mansion area. So let's go ahead and bank them. And then we also have 2 herbs here. If you didn't grab them, I didn't grab them. So again, if you need them, go ahead and use them. Or grab them, put them in your item box. Up to you. Right now we're storing the lugers and we're on our way out. Okay. Now we have to use the blue card at 3 locations here. The first one here is right down at the bottom of this ladder here. We're going to climb down. And this opens this sort of barred area here. We're going to use the blue card here, the emblem card. That opens that door. And from here, make our way up the staircase. And we're going to use the emblem card at this second door here. So that opens up these shutters here. And you see the grenade launcher right there in the frame. We're going to go ahead and pick that up. Now, in the original Resident Evil Code Veronica, that actually was leaning against the wall. They actually added that little box thing there for Code Veronica X. You tell me why, I don't know. But the original Code Veronica is just leaning against the wall. I guess some people didn't see it just because, you know, the contrast, it didn't pop, but obviously on top of a crate it works. Anyways. Alright, we're making our way in here. We're going to grab these handgun rounds. And we're just about approaching the time where we might be able to stop collecting handgun rounds altogether. Okay. And equip the crossbow here. And we're going to make our way back up that ladder from before. Actually, no. We're going to make it our way up these stairs, actually. And it's the quickest way to the elevator where we need to go next. Also, this little mouth thing here, there is some handgun bullets in there. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Now onto the elevator. So here we're going to be able to use the emblem card the last time there in the second floor. We're going to open one more area, which will allow us to discard the card. So let's go ahead. I think there are... Actually, no. There are no zombies here. But they will be when we open this shutter here. Okay, so I'm going to use the emblem card. Okay, so now we no longer need the card. We're going to go ahead and discard it. Very good. And quickly, we're going to make our way up these steps here. And see, there's some grenade rounds right here in the ground. We're going to go ahead and pick those up. And this control panel here, we're actually going to pick up the army proof. Yeah, army proof. And we get to switch to the security monitor here. So here we actually have to zoom in on the frame here so that Claire can see the code that's on it. Right now there is a number, the number 1126. And shortly after that now, the room has stopped ventilating, so we can go ahead and make our way back to that room. Okay, so now these zombies are coming to life. We're going to use the bow gun arrows to take them down. Go ahead, actually, yeah. Take down the second guy here behind him. Grabbed me. Still in fine condition though. See Claire? She's a trooper. Alright, so we're going to grab these herbs here. Actually combine the grenade rounds there and actually grab the second herb here. So you could do that on your playthrough as well. And you actually did see me skip a lot of the herbs that we went across. But I went ahead and grabbed those, no big deal. So the quickest way down to that area is through this side door. See, now we're back down here. We can make our way down these steps. And out of this door. Now we're right where we need to be to make our way back down to that silver door. Okay. Use the biohazard card. Yes. It's going to ask you to discard the card. And yes, we will. So right now I'm equipping the grenade launcher, and because we're going to need to use the grenade launcher with some acid rounds to take out these little albinoid things. This is the only area of the game where you have to actually fight these little monsters. So, alright, so now we're going to go ahead and enter the passcode. It's 1126. That releases the lock on this door. Very good. Right away, we're going to go ahead and tip our way over to this desk here, pick up these acid rounds, and we're going to go ahead and equip the acid rounds onto our grenade launcher. Okay, also I do need a space for the frame. I think I use an herb rather than combine them. That's entirely up to you, but we're going to go ahead and pick up this frame here. Skeleton picture. And oh no! Unskippable cutscene here. This little albinoid thing. So, again, there is a trick here. Once you get control of Claire, you have to take a step forward here so that they drop, and then kind of make your way back here, and then aim down. So that should be able to take care of those two. And then you should be able to easily run out of this room unscathed. Okay, so right now we're making our way out of here. Ooh, we got caught there, no big deal. So, yeah, as long as you make it to the stairs with some time to spare, it will trigger this animation when you leave this room. So now we're making our way back over to where we were initially on the second floor. We're going to take that little side door entrance. Okay. Making our way to the elevator here, and we're going to go ahead and take the elevator to the first floor. Okay, so now that we have the skeleton picture, we're going to go ahead... Uh-oh, there's some zombies here. What do I do? I think I take out... Oh, sorry, I take out my crossbow. I think I try to run past... wasn't lucky. I got. Okay, so I'm gonna take them out with the crossbow here. Actually, no. I switch over to my handgun. Yeah, they were too close for comfort here, so I gotta... Took them out. Okay, don't worry, we have plenty of handgun rounds and still plenty left to get in this area before the end of disc 1, so we're good. Alright, so now we're in this room here. We're going to go ahead and hang the skeleton picture in place of where we got the eagle plate. And very good, that opens up this false wall where we get to pick up the gold key. So that is for a door that's in that mansion area. So we're going to head our way back there. So I believe we're all but done with the military facility. Could be wrong. Yeah, actually, yeah. So we're making our way out of here. Back to the area where Steve was. And you'll find out, oh no, where'd he go? He's not there. They don't explain where he goes, he's just gone. So... Again, dogs in this area here, just, run quickly to the door. You don't need those bow gun arrows. We have plenty of those. Okay, so right now, trekking our way out of here. Again, avoid that worm. Making our way back to this door here. And you'll see here that the zombies are gone, but as soon as we run down here, we will be seeing Bandersnatches. As long as you make your way to the staircase and mash X as soon as you get there. They won't be able to attack you. You're good. Okay, so right now we are making our way back here. Now, once back here, there's going to be 4 zombies. 2 on the first floor and 2 on the second. So we're going to take out this guy here. We're going to take out all of them. As well as this guy right here. He's in our way. Truthfully, we could have avoided him, but, you know, taking him out. You know, we've got the ammo. And just combining ammo here, making our way to the end of the hallway. So the 1 gold door that's here, we're going to use the gold key. And obviously discard it. Now, thankfully, there are no enemies in this room. It's just a big puzzle. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you the order to press the pictures here. We're going to use Veronica. She's first. We're going to press the button under her. Then this one here, the guy and the twin babies there, we're going to press this button. And then number 3 is this guy here with the T set. Number 4 is this guy here with the earthenware plate. Now number 5 is this guy with the vase. Number 6 is this one here, the candlestick. And finally, we get to interact with the biggest picture in the room here. First, we're going to file away that document, press the button under here to reveal the true master. And sure enough, it's Alexia. So now we get to pick up this vase here. The earthenware vase. Now we check inside here. Should be able to find the, I believe the, was it the Queen Ant object. Okay. So now we get to leave this area here. And we finally get to use those gold lugers. So we're going to go ahead and make our way up to the second floor. We're going to take out those 2 zombies that are waiting for us here. So let's go ahead. Okay, top of the staircase here, we got 1 on our left. Let's take this guy out. Took a bite out of me. Still in fine condition. You can't kill Claire, son. She's too strong. All right, here we go. Let's take out this last zombie here. Should be relatively quick work. We are good. And from here, we're going to go ahead into our item box and take out those gold lugers. And I believe, what do we store away? I think we store away the army proof. And the grenade rounds. And in its place, yep, I also store away the herb. And I take out the lugers here. I'm sure I do. Yeah, I'm equipping the crossbow because the next room will have a bandersnatch there, so the crossbow with the explosive arrows. Okay, so now there you go, another green herb there that we haven't used. Okay, if you need it, go ahead, pick it up. I'm not picking it up. I think I'll pick it up later, but we're using these gold lugers on the store. And there we are. We're equipping the crossbow, and we're getting right to it. And right away, we see some handgun rounds on this table here. We're going to pick them up. And we are going to go ahead and make our way over to this computer here. We're going to go ahead and turn it on. Trigger a cutscene that we can skip. Go ahead and skip it. That enables that little piece of furniture there. Now the password here is 1971. 1971. And hit enter. Okay. enables this thing here. Moves that aside. Before he could even react. Ooh, Bandersnatch. Straight through the window here. So again, shoot him once. Half second, shoot him again. Only takes 2 explosive bowgun arrows to take Bandersnatches down. Shoot him once, half a second, shoot him again. Okay. Now we're making our way down this long hallway here. And up these steps. We're gonna encounter 2 Bandersnatches here. One right away. So again, oh man, Heartbeat is so good. Really plays up the anxiety. The tension. Okay, so we're gonna shoot it once. You'll see. 1 shot, half second. Second shot. 1 shot. Now he was able to hit me. It was no big deal. I'm still in fine condition. I'm good. But really, 2 shots takes down any Bandersnatch. Explosive arrows. Now before we enter this door here, we're going to go ahead and equip the lighter here. Because in this room here, some bats. Now again, bats aren't going to hurt you when you have the lighter equipped. Okay, so definitely have the lighter equipped here. Don't worry, they can't touch you. Make your way up these steps here. It's only bats in this area, don't worry. The next time you trek through here, though, there will be zombies, so just a fair warning.
Focus, brother. Our enemy.
Another cutscene you can skip. Also a green herb here. Oh boy. Trust me, they really do like to play the Heartbeat a lot, but, you know, rarely is there ever anything crazy waiting for you at the end of the end. So here, it's a completely empty room. No monsters here. We're good. So we get to interact with this music box here. And I'm going to go ahead and put the Queen Ant object at the top. And we're also going to take the music plate that was inside. Okay. Whip on over to the bed here. We're going to go ahead and take this silver key to unlock the remaining 2 doors in the mansion area. So we're going to go ahead. I'm equipping the lighter because we're heading back to where we were. And actually, yeah, I do pick up this herb here because, you know, why not? We got the space. And there's also some handgun rounds here. It's at this table here. You see it? Again, the lighter equipped, the bats can hurt you. We're making our way out of here. Alright, making our way back down these steps here. We're going to make our way back to where we were. That save room where the lugers are. So again, the one part about Resident Evil Code Veronica that I really didn't enjoy, especially on my second playthrough, is all the back and forth that they have you going along. It's really rough, and you really could put yourself in a position to, you know, screw Chris over or whatever over for you if you're not, you know, consciously saving ammo or leaving ammo for the other. Okay, so right now I'm picking up this green herb here because why not? And I believe I'm gonna bank them. No, I keep the music played on me. And I make my way out of this room. So again, there are 2 doors here left in the mansion that use the silver key. We're going to make our way to the first one here. And so in this area here, we're going to find some more bowgun powder, as well as some more handgun ammo. Here we go, some bowgun powder right there. Well, some handgun ammo. There's also 2 herbs that are on the bar area there. I don't think I pick them up now, but I do combine those bowgun arrows. So right now I have 11 total shots. Yeah, I think do I pick up 1? Yeah, I think I pick up 1. Yep, I make my way out of there. So with that, so right now, we're gonna go ahead to the second silver key door here. That's in this back room here. Now here, make sure you have your crossbow ready with explosive arrows equipped, because we're gonna need to take down some bandersnatches here, and they can get you pretty fast. So you gotta right away aim at them. Boom, 1, 2. Step forward, 1, 2. Just like that. So if you're not ready with your bowgun, you actually could get tagged by that first bandersnatch rather fast. So that was actually a best case scenario. So we didn't get hurt there. So now that we took that eagle plate, we are going to painstakingly make our way back all the way to that prison area there. So again, one of the things that I did not enjoy about this game is all the back and forth. It's really rough. Okay, so we're gonna make our way back down these steps here, and again, we pass by 2 bandersnatches here. Remember, we shoot them once, half a second, shoot them again. 1, boom, 2. Right now we've got 3 explosive arrows left. Believe me, that's more than we need. We're gonna make our way back down here. Trust me, you know, you could get that briefcase that was in that one room. That'll give you 10 more bowgun arrows, you know, explosive bowgun arrows, but we really don't need it. In this playthrough, I didn't need it. Yeah, we got 2 green herbs there still, ready for us to pick up whenever we need it. Right now we're opting not to. We're making our way back through these double doors here, back to the prison area. Wasn't so lucky there. I just ran by that one. So notice I'm not going to Rodrigo right away. I'm actually going to go ahead and get the piano roll first before I actually go give the hemostatic medicine to Rodrigo. Because there is one more area that... Oh god, I got grabbed again. See? Still in fine condition. She is a freaking tank. You can't kill Claire, son. You really can't. Okay. So right now, take out these guys here. We're gonna reload our gun first off, and we're gonna use the eagle plate on this door here. And 2 zombies are behind that door waiting for you. Let's go ahead and just kind of run backwards here and shoot them. Even though they're not in frame, as long as you're shooting straight at them, you should be able to take care of them with no problem. Okay. Onward through this door. Get another group of zombies here. Didn't mean to shoot that, actually. I was meaning to shoot this guy. I take care of this guy that's on the ground here. If that guy that's flaming, actually, I forget to take him out. I'll have to take him out when I come back. No big deal. Okay, so right now, we're approaching the tail end of disc 1 here. We're gonna make our way to this door here. Uh-oh, that body bag just moved. That can't be good. Don't worry, we'll take care of that. 4 zombies in this room here. We're gonna take them out with the handgun. Okay, this one too. That is a red herb that's right next to Claire there. We don't need to pick it up, to be honest. You can if you like, but I'm not going to. Oof, that's zombie number 4. Take him out. And there we go. There is a briefcase here. This has the handgun upgrade, and along with some handgun ammo here. So we're going to keep that on us, because once we do get the lockpick in exchange for the lighter, we're going to go ahead and upgrade our handgun rather immediately. So, do I actually? Oh yeah, I do take the red herb here. Oh, I'll be damned. Okay, so now there is some cause for concern here. You know, when you do actually get back to this room, that body bag zombie is up. And it's actually one of the strongest zombies in the game here, so we got to be on our P's and Q's here. Right, there he is. Again, we have the crossbow equipped with explosive arrows. We're going to go ahead, once we take control, we're going to run to this corner here. And, you know, it kind of, because he's sort of zigzagging on you, it makes it hard to aim, but, you know, we were actually able to get it done and kill him. So now, with the regular crossbows equipped, I'm going to take out this guy. All right, not too bad. We have to examine this guy's body here to grab the glass eye. And I'm going to use that glass eye here on this dummy thing here. Exposes this little stairway. We're going to make our way down there. So again, this is the last area that actually has bats that you can use equip the lighter to actually, you know, get through. Now, let's say you went to Rodrigo first and went here second. You can still navigate through this thing fairly unharmed by just walking it out. Okay, so once you're through here, we're gonna equip the gun. Take these guys out. We got 3 zombies here. Alright, very good. We got this 3rd one here just kind of standing there. Don't worry, once we take this guy out, there's some bowgun arrows and some handgun rounds right here for you to take. So let's go ahead. All right, I'm just combining the crossbow. And also I'm going to pick up these handgun rounds here. And we're going to make our way down these steps here. Into this door. Okay, so we're going to interact with this statue here with the rusted sword. We're going to go ahead and take that sword. And then some shit's going to go down. Alright, so what we do is we're going to simply interact with this piece here. We're going to move this guy counterclockwise so that he aims his shield toward the statue there. And that should ventilate the gas in this room. And turn this thing around. Once again, we're going to use that same sword we took, and we're going to place it back into this thing here. That unlocks the door, and right away triggers a zombie. We just got to take this guy out. a handgun. Alright, and right behind him, you'll see that there was the piano roll. And with that piano roll, we are almost done with Disc 1 of Resident Evil Code Veronica X. So we're right there. We're at the goal line here. So let's go ahead here, make our way all the way back to that mansion area. Well, actually, no, not the mansion area. We have to give the hemostatic medicine to Rodrigo first, but we're almost there. We're almost at the finish line here, folks. So let's go ahead here. We have the lighter equipped. We're going to run down here. Again, there is a green herb there. We don't need to take it. Plenty of green herbs to take. We don't need to take that one specifically. We're going to make our way up these steps here. And I'm equipping the handgun here, making our way out of here. And there's actually some handgun rounds that's on top of this box here. I'm going to go ahead and pick those up. I'm actually breaking my own rules here. I think I'm actually grabbing most, if not all, of the handgun boxes that I see. But right now, not a big deal. It's actually just about enough to get you through this first part of the game. Okay, I think that's the third zombie. There's only 3 zombies in this hallway area here. Yep, that's right. So we're gonna enter through this gated door here, and in this little corner here, it's not really seen. There is some handgun bullets here. We're gonna pick those up, bind it all, and we're actually gonna go ahead and move this door. Now remember that little faux pas I made earlier where I didn't actually activate the shutters here? This is what happens when you don't do that. Okay, so right now I'm putting away some of this stuff here, some herbs, and I believe that's it here. We're gonna make our way through this door. So in order to get the bow gas rounds here, because I didn't activate those shutters here, zombies have broken through to that area. And right now I am about to run into a zombie right now. Just gotta take care of him there. Boom, done.
Please deposit
And quickly make your way to the security box to
in
take
the
out the
security
bow
box.
gas rounds. There it is. And see, oh, there's another zombie. He's ready. He's waiting for you. So if you had activated the shutters before leaving that area in the beginning, you know, you don't get to run into those zombies at the end there. So that's what happens there. But don't worry. I made the faux pas so that you don't. Okay, so try not to make that same mistake. So right now I'm putting the bow gas rounds away, and I am making my way back out of this area here. Okay, so we have a relatively clear shot. Should be no enemies here or in this next area here. Okay, I'm gonna make our way back through this door. And finally, through this door. Again, remember, don't need to take out those dogs. We're making our way back to the very beginning of the game, back to Rodrigo. Let's see if we could do this and not get hurt. Ooh, ooh, oh, ooh. Ooh. That was too close for comfort, but we did it. Okay. So now we're back in this cemetery area here. Now, no matter what, anytime you get back here, there's always zombies that respawn. So in this part, there's 3 of them. We're just going to take them out. Okay, so... Ooh, oh, oh, that got us to caution. Uh-oh. No big deal. We're going to make our way back down to see Rodrigo. Give him some hemostatic medicine. And also remember, there is a green herb that's in the jail cell that you left when you first started the game. So hey, it all works out. We're going to use that herb. Gonna skip that cutscene. He trades the lockpick for your lighter. And we're gonna go ahead and pick up this green herb here. And we're gonna use it right away. Also, we're gonna open up this briefcase right away to unlock our handgun upgrade here. And just like that, we've upgraded our handgun. It's going to combine it with our ammo there. Now we can load up to 20 rounds in our handgun and actually fire more than 3 rounds at a time. It's actually a pretty good upgrade, I gotta say. Alright, so now we're making our way back to the mansion area. Again, seriously, all the back and forth in this game, it's really rough, but, you know, it is what it is. Now I'm gonna see, can I make it here? No problem at all. Got grabbed, I got bit, no big deal. But again, we're making our way back through this area, and remember, there's 2 green herbs at the other end of this area here. I think we could finally pick them up, and I think we will, actually. Yep. Looks like we are picking up both green herbs. Clean up these crates here, making our way back to that mansion area. Should be a pretty clean shot here. Should be no enemies to stop us at this time. We're actually approaching a really cool Resident Evil Code Veronica X exclusive cutscene. This wasn't in the original game. So we're gonna run into, as Claire Redfield, we're gonna run into Albert Wesker for the first and only time. It's actually a pretty cool cutscene. We're not gonna view it, or at least I'm not in this run, but you should if you haven't already. Oh, actually, I pick up this herb here. And the moment we interact with the store, we're gonna initiate a cutscene.
Greetings. You must be the lovely
How dope is that? Again, that cutscene exclusive only to Resident Evil Code Veronica X. Wasn't in the original Resident Evil Code Veronica. It's really cool. Okay, so now that we have what we need, we're going to make our way over to this room on our left here. The piano roll. We're going to go ahead and place this piano roll into the piano here. Okay, and somehow by putting that in, that opens this little compartment here. Don't ask me how one thing leads to the other thing. I mean, that's just what happens here. Okay, so now with the king ant item there, that blue item there, we're gonna go make our way back to that area there. And let's get right on to it here. So now once you have that king ant object here, the moment you make your way back down that little hallway, we're going to be encountering a good amount of zombies, maybe about 6 or so, I believe. Right now we're banking all of our herbs, and I believe we're taking the army proof with us. Yes, we are. And let's get right to it. We're going through this luger door here. All right. So right now there's 4 in frame, but there's really 4 to 5 zombies here. We're going to take care of as much of them with the handgun as we can. I switched my crossbow here just to save on handgun rounds. to take out the remaining 2. Okay. Again, we have plenty of crossbow arrows to kind of expand here. Alright, very good. Now, on our way back up to this other little mansion area here, we're gonna come across some more Bandersnatches here, but we only have 2 explosive arrows here. So check out what I do. I take care of this first one here. 1, 2, and that second one that's kind of, you know, coming our way here. We just kind of just mosey on past by. Okay, very good. No worry, we're going to be able to take care of that Bandersnatch with just regular arrows. But we'll get to that in just a moment. So right now we got some zombies in this area here. We're going to use our handgun to take them out. I believe there's 4 total here. There's one on this level here and another at the top here. So we're going to take care of this guy. And finally there's one more at the top of the staircase here. So after I take this one out here, there's some handgun rounds right here that I didn't get before. I went ahead and actually grabbed them right now. Okay, good. So we got 22 rounds, 20 in the chamber. All right, that's gonna get you through the game, believe it or not. Really won't need anything more than that. Okay, so more zombies here. I believe 2. One at the end of this hallway. All right, not too bad. Okay, so right away we're gonna interact with this music box here. We're gonna go ahead and put in the King Ant object to open it. And finally, we're going to go ahead and insert the music box plate. Alright, so 20 handgun rounds loaded up, and we got 6 left. Plenty of handgun rounds. Don't worry. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. This thing lowered. We're going to go ahead and climb the ladder here. And again, we're about to get our last proof here, the Air Force proof. We're almost at the end of disc 1, people. Alright, so at the top here, there's actually 1 green herb here. I'm going to go ahead and take that. Along with this little dragonfly object. Silver dragonfly. So we're going to go ahead to this little ant mural piece here. And we're going to go ahead and check the silver dragonfly. We're going to detach its wings to go ahead and now use this item on this thing here. And kind of move this carousel around. Changes the orientation here. Now we get to climb the ladder up there. Let's go ahead. We're going to climb this ladder up. Right away, we're going to see this little chest or drawer here. We're going to go ahead and push this on over to the far end of the wall here. I'm going to climb up here and I'm going to look at this book. It is the confession letter. And underneath that is the Air Force proof, the 3rd proof that we need to get our ass out of here. Okay, so now we are almost done with disc 1. We're going to make our way down this ladder here, and let's get right on to it. Okay, as soon as you try to leave, that starts a cutscene here where Alexia Ashford tries to stop you. Now, what you need to do, you need to interact with Alexia's dress here that's on the bed before interacting with the wig that's on the music box there.
This must be
And finally, triggers another cutscene that you could skip. And once you hear this alarm blaring, that tells you that you're almost at the end of disc 1 here. Remind those zombie sounds there, that's at the other end of that hallway. You don't need to take care of him. I'm going to go ahead and leave. And so right now, remember, we did have that one Bandersnatch there that we didn't kill. Now, but we did run out of explosive arrows. So what did we do? So what we'll do, we actually, if you could see at the end of the steps there, that he is down there, we're going to go ahead and actually equip our crossbow. And we're actually going to shoot regular arrows at him. See him down, shoot. I start missing a few there. Once he actually pulls himself up, go ahead and make your way down the steps and then continue to shoot him right there. There we go. See? We're able to kill him without explosive arrows. Just regular arrows. Pretty simple stuff here. Alright, so we're making our way out of here. Gathering whatever we believe we need, before we actually leave this place for good. So right now I do believe I checked my item box just to do a quick check of what I need. So right now I think I take out the grenade launcher, bow gas rounds, and the grenade rounds. So we're gonna encounter 2 versions of the Tyrant. The first version of the Tyrant is actually pretty simple to defeat. We're actually going to be able to use grenade rounds to kill that Tyrant. And for the second Tyrant that we had to fight at the plane there, we'll need to be using the bow gas rounds and the acid rounds. So right now, we're making our way out of here, out these double doors. And the second that you have both these proofs, you'll always trigger this cutscene anytime you make it to the end of that staircase there. Okay, so right now, once this music is playing there, that's already a clue that you're almost at the tail end of disc 1.
We gotta get to that airport.
All right, so that's Steve leading the way here. So actually, you'll see coming up, when we do actually get into the area where we need to get to the plane, I actually do make a wrong turn. Make a little bit of a boo-boo here. I make a little bit of a wrong turn. I actually head towards the bridge area when actually I don't have the lever yet. So, mistakes happen. Obviously, you're going to make your way over to the plane. And obviously you don't do what I do here. So there's 3 zombies in this area here. I actually go ahead and I take out this one here. And make my way down to this door here. I'm not supposed to. At least not yet. So again, you're supposed to go down the other door. Don't go down this way. A major faux pas on my end. Okay. So you actually make it all the way back down here until I realize, like, oh snap, I'm not supposed to be here. And I do a quick turn out. But don't worry, that only adds like maybe like a minute or so to your time. There's 2 zombies here. I believe I And run by both of them. Okay, so right now I gotta put the Army and Air Force proofs into these places here to activate the switch. Lowers us down into the plane here. And again, who knew that Steve could actually fly an aircraft, you know? It's actually quite impressive, I gotta say. He's a pretty young guy. Alright, so yeah, make sure before you leave the cockpit area here that you pick up this control lever here, okay? Believe it or not, my very first playthrough when I was a teen or so, the original Resident Evil Code Veronica, I actually forgot the control lever that was actually in the cockpit area, so do not make the same mistake. Make sure you pick it up. Okay. We're making our way back down here. I believe I actually do take out one of the zombies here. Or unless I do some... Actually, no, yeah. I just basically do a ninja way of my way out of that. Not bad. Okay, so now we're actually making our way down this area now that we have the control lever. And believe it or not, remember that zombie that we left crawling about in this room here? He's actually still alive. See, still see his legs here. He's still there. Now, very unlikely that he's going to make his way over to you, so you really have nothing to worry about. Right now you're just simply making your way over to this door to place the control lever in this little spot here. Alright, so we had to make our way down this spot here to pick up this airport key. So don't worry, these zombies are not active. They actually don't come alive for this particular playthrough, but for when you do come back here to this area as Chris, they do come alive. Thankfully, you're able to pick up this airport key without triggering those zombies. Not too bad. Okay, so now we're going to make our way back down to this area here. Back down the lift here. And we're going to use the airport key right in this little slot here. And this is an alternate way back up. So here you'll actually find some handgun rounds and some grenade rounds along with 2 green herbs. Now, in this playthrough, I actually pick up the green herbs. What I would urge you to do is to actually leave these green herbs for Chris when he actually comes back around here in Disc 2. Okay, so you're actually seeing me pick these up, but for your playthrough right now, leave them where they are. Trust me, you're going to need it as Chris. So now we're going to go ahead and push these boxes here into this elevator. We simply push that one in, push this one up and then in order for us to access the elevator here. And there we are.
All personnel. 5 minutes until detonation.
Okay, so some more cutscenes are going to play out here. Simply just skip them. Should have seen all cutscenes at this point in the game anyway, so, but definitely skip them.
I will not allow.
Alright, so this is going to take us to that main area where the giant worm is. And yes, the worm is still active here, so again, just simply running this one out. We don't have to kill it as Claire, believe it or not. I'm going to leave that to Big Brother over there. I'm going to leave that to Chris Redfield. Take care of it. Alright, so now we have the grenade launcher equipped. After this cutscene, we're going to take 1 to 2 steps up and we're going to start firing the grenade launcher up. So we're aiming this upward. So that's going to bring him to his knees there. We're going to continue sort of aiming it forward and upward. And that should take care of it. It should take maybe about 6, say maybe 8 grenade rounds. I wasn't really counting. But yeah, it takes fairly short work to take care of the first version of Tyrant here. It's Claire. So now we got a clean shot all the way back to the submarine and back to the plane there.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate.
I'm going to go ahead here. I'm going to pull up the submarine here. And again, we're making our way back to where Steve is. Believe it or not, my very first playthrough, Resident Evil Code Veronica, I got so turned around that for whatever reason, I didn't actually navigate back to the submarine area. I navigated, I believe, back to where Rodrigo was, where I gave him the hemostatic medicine. Don't ask me why. And by the time I realized where I needed to go, the time ran out, and I actually died. So... Actually, I'm a lot older and wiser now, so I obviously know where to go now. Just back to the plane there. So, right now, we still left these 2 zombies here. I make short work of the one that's nearest us here. I use the grenade launcher. You know, just take him out right away. And I leave this guy be. I actually leave him alone. He's not bothering us. Right now, we are making our way back to the plane. Okay, this leads to another cutscene here.
Took you so long.
And we're starting to worry Steve there, you know, but don't worry, we made it back safely.
You made it! Yeah.
So right now, some more cutscenes here. We actually flew away. Not too bad, not too shabby. But obviously we got Alfred Ashford still on the case there. Still determined to make our lives a living hell. So right now, we're at the very last part of the game here. That's where we have to fight the second version of the Tyrant. So right away, you're seeing me equip the bow gas rounds into my grenade launcher. And right now, what we need to do here is the second that we regain control of Claire, we have to fire all 3 bow gas rounds onto Tyrant, and then quickly equip our acid rounds and fire 2 acid rounds before we launch the catapult. Okay? So again, there he is, Tyrant, looking all badass. We're gonna, the moment we get control, we're gonna launch 3 bow gas rounds. 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna immediately equip our acid rounds. Right away, boom. We're gonna fire off 2 acid rounds. Look how close he's getting. And we're gonna then launch the catapult. Boom, there he is. Easy peasy. That's how you do it right there. Okay. Now, believe it or not, in the original Resident Evil Code Veronica, he could actually get pretty close. For whatever reason, in Code Veronica X, he actually walks a tiny bit slower. Don't ask me why. But there it is right there. Save first half end data. I told you I'm using this on a Sega Dreamcast. And we're going to go ahead and make our next save. So now with the free save, you know, booked, we're going to go ahead and open up Disc 2 and start up the second half of the game. Okay, so now we have crash landed here in the Antarctic base here. We're still in control of Claire. gonna make our way down this ladder here, and this room that we're about to pass here, we actually aren't going in. Okay, so in that room we have a bunch of handgun rounds and some bowgun powder. We don't need it. Okay, at least not as Claire. We're gonna go ahead and leave that for Chris to take care of. We're just gonna make our way down to the downstairs here into this save room, this little office area. I'm gonna pick up these bowgun arrows as well as this green herb here. Again, in the Antarctic base, ton of green herbs littered all over this Antarctic base here. So, you know, if right now we have a lot of green herbs and even one red herb banked in the item box here, you don't have to worry about picking up every herb you see available. Okay. So right now I'm just in the process of putting some stuff away. Some grenade rounds I believe I put away. And so I still have the acid rounds equipped in the grenade launcher. Right now I'm going to equip the handgun. I help myself to some coffee here. Okay, these little mutant flying insect thingies. So you have to do, you have to aim your gun as you shoot upwards, sort of like something in this motion here. I think I've heard it called slide shotting. So it's just something like where you aim your gun up and shoot. Anyways, pretty easy to kill. Okay, so for right now, we got 3 zombies in this area here. We're gonna go ahead and take them out with the crossbow. Again, we actually are running pretty low on handgun ammunition, so I'm gonna go ahead and make do with crossbows. Alright, so very good. Now before we duck into this room here on the left, we're gonna go ahead and equip our grenade launcher with the acid rounds, the BOW room. And there are 2 spiders in here, but we're gonna only kill this first spider here. It takes 2 shots to take care of it. And then we can duck over here, pick up some handgun rounds. And since we only had enough ammunition to kill one of these spiders, we're just gonna go ahead and maneuver our way around this room. It's quite difficult with 2 spiders in the room, but you know, with 1 spider, it's really not so bad. There's also a spider underneath the floorboards there, but that can't really get you as much. That could shoot stuff at you, but that's about it. All right, so I pretty much got everything here. I got the barcode sticker and the bowgun arrows. I'm out of here. Okay, it's that simple. Now, since we're only maybe 5 minutes into the second disc, you know, if let's say you get tagged there or get poison status, you could just easily just reload your save. Okay, so right now we're ducking into the weapon room, which is actually appropriately named because there's really only 1 weapon in this weapon room. It's only the AK-47. There is 4 zombies here. We're gonna go ahead and take out 3 of them. And that's it. Forget we're picking up this mining room key. We're gonna take out this 3rd zombie. And in this little locker area thing, we're going to pick up the AK-47, which will be the gun we'll be using for the rest of the game as Claire. Okay, so there is a 4th zombie on the farthest end of that corner there in this room. You don't have to take care of it. You can just leave it alone. Okay, so right now, I'm going to head on out of here, back into the main room here. And now we're going to make our way over to this little box thing here that we can use the barcode sticker on. So the box marked BOW, we're going to put the barcode sticker on that. And make our way up this little short staircase here. We're going to use the mining room key. And yes, we're going to discard the key. Always discard items when given the opportunity to. Don't hold on to them. No need to. Okay, so once through here, we're going to climb up these steps. and up this little short staircase here. We're going to examine this little hole-shaped thing. Now, if you don't do this and actually pick up the valve handle later on, it's not going to know what shape to carve onto the valve, so you actually have to make the time and actually examine that valve hole. All right, so onto this room here. I'm going to take out this dog. Okay. All right. And actually, remember what I said before about not needing to take handgun ammo once you get the AK-47? I'm still getting it because I'm used to it. And there's also like maybe 5 herbs in this room. So I actually take up 3 of them. But truthfully, you don't actually have to grab any of the herbs or the ammunition in this room. You're going to be using the AK-47 for most of your time as Claire on the second disc. So you don't need to get the handgun rounds that's there. All right, so we're going to make our way over here. We're going to move the lever for this generator here. Pull that down. That starts the generator. And from there, we're going to kind of whip out of there and then onto here. There's a second dog here that's been sort of sleeping there. We're going to take care of it. And we're going to go ahead and restore the electric power here by flipping the switch up. Again, this is the third herb that's here. There's actually 2 more in the corner along with another dog. We're going to leave that alone. We don't need that. We don't have to kill another dog, waste ammo. I'm going to go ahead and leave that alone there. Okay. Once out of there, we're going to make our way back into this main room where the sorter is. Man, I'm really thirsty. And now with the power restored, we're going to go ahead and turn on the power switch here for the sorter. And that sends that one box there into the weapon room. The thing that's shining there, that's actually the Magnum. And we're going to go ahead and lower this lever here, which sends that box that we put that barcode sticker on. That sends that to the BOW room. So now we're going to duck back in here. Just before we leave, we're going to duck back into this room. And this allows us to then pick up the gas mask that's here. Okay. There we are. So now, okay, remember there's still spider in here, so gotta get out of there fast. And now we're basically done with everything we need to do in this particular area here. We're gonna leave. We're gonna out the double doors where we came, and we're gonna take out these insect thingies here. And simply aiming at one, pressing the L trigger, aiming at the other. And again, I believe it's called slide shot. It's just sort of aiming upward and just sort of kind of up and down, trying to get the object while it's in midair. So, okay. All right, before we go ahead and push that bookshelf there, we're going to go ahead and bank some stuff here. We got some herbs. A whole ton of herbs. And I believe I put away the grenade launcher here along with the bow gun. So the bow gun is definitely something we want to leave for Chris. Okay. So let's go ahead and push forward this shelf. See what's making all this racket there. Sort of lab mouse there. Somebody got caught in a locker. Maybe somebody's pet, who knows. All right, so there's the butler's letter there. We're going to go ahead and file that through. We're going to push the switch here to move this locker and open this little area here. And oh boy, got a Nosferatu there. I'm going to pick up the plant pot here and examine it at the bottom. I'm going to pick up the machine room key. And we should be on our way out. Now, all we need to do is take out the one flying thing that's in front of us. Actually try to take a few shots at the ones that might be spawned to our right there, but Really not necessary. Once you take out the one on the front, you have a clear shot. Just go ahead and head for the staircase there. Okay, making our way through these double doors. And to this end of the hallway here, there is a door, the machine room key door. We're going to go ahead and use it there. Go ahead and discard the key. And through here at the end of this little hallway, there is the valve handle here. We're going to need to use to kind of shut off the gas here. Valve handle. And on our way back to the door, we're actually going to run into Steve here. Should start a little cutscene.
Claire,
if you remember this cutscene at all,
like
you know, Steve was caught sleeping at the wheel, you know, because he was ogling Claire, you know, ogling that ace. Well, you know, he's only human. But anyways, it's all good. I'm going to go ahead to this room here now. And there's actually more handgun ammunition here that we could pick up. Again, we really don't need to, but I'm just picking it up anyway, because why not? So there was one there, and there's one on this table here. Along with 2 herbs. We got a blue herb here and a green herb. I'm going to go ahead and pick up both. And again, because we examined the valve handle opening, we now know what shape to cut the valve handle with this machine here. So we're going to go ahead and use the valve handle, and it's going to go ahead and cut an octagon shape there. Again, if you went straight here with the valve handle and you never actually examined that valve opening, it's not going to know, you're not going to know what shape to cut it in. So you actually have to go there to examine it. So don't make the same mistake. Alright, so we're on our way out of here. Now, as soon as you exit here, you'll see some zombies have spawned in the lower level there. You could take them out from the second level, but it's really not necessary. We're going to do some spirited running to mosey on our way through those guys. It's actually going to be quite cool. Okay, actually I do have a little trouble here. So I killed 2 of them. I was having trouble killing this third one. There we go. I killed the third one, but it did poison me. But thankfully there's some blue herbs growing in this spot here. We could use them, and there you go. Now I'm in fine condition. All good. Pay attention here. There is a pathway that you can run that you can easily get through these guys. Just like that. Go ahead and enter through this room here. Now, in the original Resident Evil Code Veronica, there was a little bit different zombie placement there, making it a tiny bit harder to kind of get through those guys. For whatever reason, in Code Veronica X, they kind of move on zombies placement just a little farther back. So, it's a little sort of FYI. It's pretty cool. Alright, so again, we just used the valve handle here. Again, it was a cutscene where we ran into Alfred, and now Nosferatu's loose. It's going to be our next little mini boss fight here. Now, something to note about the Nosferatu fight, just moving forward, okay? So, in fact, I am going to pause it, just so that it were clear. So, it is possible to kill Nosferatu with the sniper rifle, and just the sniper rifle alone. It actually unlocks a really cool cutscene where it's a really boss cutscene too, where Claire aims a final shot and shoots Nosferatu right in the chest, killing it instantly. It's pretty dope. But obviously in this playthrough, I don't kill it with the sniper rifle. In fact, not only that, I actually get poisoned. So it is possible to kill Nosferatu with the sniper rifle and not get poisoned. Now, If you get poisoned, it's not a big deal. Okay. Just when you're Chris, what ends up happening is you have to play an extra 2 or 3 minutes getting a serum from Claire. So that's really all that's in store for you if you kill Nosferatu with a sniper rifle without getting poisoned. So let's get right onto it, okay? So again, you have seven rounds to use.
Claire,
If you
what are you
can
doing? Let's
aim
go.
7 well-placed shots right at its chest, you could kill it with just the sniper rifle.
Are you ready?
Okay. It's going to let you know right now, I don't. I'll need to make do with the AK-47, but I do. But I do get poisoned for my trouble, so here we go.
Okay, let's go.
Now, again, you can try to get in front of it as you can, but see, obviously, it kind of spits out this poison there. See, you gotta aim the crosshair as much as you can, right at the chest. Right now, I'm just kind of shooting haphazardly. The well-placed shot was actually the last bullet I had, aimed right at the chest. It does, you know, Nosferatu does stagger back. So, if you can get him, like, maybe five of those shots to hit, you might be able to kill him with the 6th shot, right in the heart there. So, I'm trying to remain as far back as I can, because, one, I don't want him to kind of duff me with his long-ass arm, and I also don't want these poisonous fumes to get me. But see, now it already did. I believe I'm in poison status now. It sucks. Okay, but again, it's still possible. Let's kind of limp through this one here. So right now I'm just shooting him with the AK-47. See, I'm trying to avoid shooting him where you could just easily just whip his arm out at me. So I'm trying to stay as far back as I can. And I believe that's it. Just went down to his knees. Yep, he's done. Okay. So, yep, I didn't do it with the sniper rifle. And I did get poisoned, but it's no big deal. You know, the S ranking, still in our sights. Okay? The S rank, A rank, still in our grasp. Okay. So now we're on to Chris Redfield. Big bro. Okay, as soon as you start off, there is a green herb right there. Go ahead and pick that up. And, oh, look at this. It's Rodrigo.
I didn't expect to find another living...
Uh-oh, I must save him. But first, I need to interact with this cool little piece here. Ooh, 2 submachine guns. Okay. Okay, so right now there's a 9-in-box here, as well as some bow gun arrows. We're going to go ahead and bank those. And again, remember how we still have a M100P with 47% ammo left over. We're going to go ahead and equip that. We're going to put away some stuff here, particularly this first aid. We're not going to use it. These green herbs, I'm going to put away these bowgun arrows. Actually, not before combining them. And believe it or not, we're really not going to use the handgun with Chris Redfield. We're going to use the M100P and the submachine guns. But I think I still keep the handgun rounds with me just to collect handgun ammo, but we're really not going to use it. All right, so we're going to equip the M100P and we're going to get right to this. All right, so the strategy here is you just got to keep running. And then when he does pop up, try to get off at least 4 or 5 good shots. Okay. There's always going to be one quick burst before he comes out again, like now. 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I got like 9 shots in there. Not bad. Keep running. Again, he's going to pop out again fully here. 2, 4, 5. So I only got 4 shots off there. Keep running. And that is about the best case scenario you could ever hope for in the worm fight. Okay? You didn't get hurt, and you only used your M100P. Alright, we're going to take these handgun rounds. Again, we don't need it, but taking it anyway. I'm going to take these bowgun arrows. And we're going to whip back around. Remember when we got out of that room there was some herbs, blue and green. We're going to pick those up. And we're going to make it back into that area to pick up those submachine guns. Some good coffee. I just went ahead and combined those blue and green herbs. Okay, so now that we have the lighter again, we're going to go ahead and use the lighter on this thing to get the submachine guns. Okay, very good. So we're going to be using the M100P and the submachine guns for the first part of Chris's segment here. Let's go ahead and put these bow gun arrows away. And again, I still held on to the handgun ammunition, but don't worry, I'm going to put them away soon. Okay. I'm going to run by Rodrigo there, poor guy. You know, rest in peace. Let's see. I'm going to call this elevator. This should take us back to the area where we were with Steve and Claire. Steve had to take out his dad. So now there should be 3 zombies here. So we're going to use the L trigger to kind of aim at one independently. Alright, and we're going to take care of this one here. You could leave that guy alone, but clearly I decide to take care of him. I mean, I have the ammunition to spare, so it's no big deal. Okay, so we're back in this area here where there were dogs before. And again, you did see the bow and arrows are still there. I didn't actually pick them up on this playthrough, but you could. If you didn't pick them up as Claire, you could pick them up. Because there's no dogs here. I'm going to press this button, move this tank. Exposes the lift here. I'm going to take this on. There's more handgun rounds there again. We don't need them. In fact, I believe once we make it to the next save room, I do put away the handgun rounds for good because we really have no use for it. All right, here we go. Some shotgun shells. Not bad. Also, we pick up the blue herb, I believe. Yes, the blue herb. And actually, I leave the green herb there. Again, there's going to be a lot of green herbs that we're going to be skipping here. That's one we could actually skip. So there's another one in this room. So I go ahead and pick up the shotgun shells and the handgun rounds. And I think here's where I actually store them for good, because we aren't going to be using the handgun from this point forward. It's the M100P and the SMGs. Okay, so right now I'm banging the handgun rounds, the blue herb. Yep, so I leave the herb there. At the end of this hallway here, we got the battery pack. Let's go ahead and pick that up. We're going to need that. And on the way back, ooh, a spider will come out of the vent there. And actually, if you're not fast enough, a second spider will pop out too. Just quickly make your way back up to the lift here. Get on out of there. Something about the sound design for that particular cutscene. When that spider comes out, it's always super loud. You always think you're ready for it? You're not. It's crazy loud. Alright, so we're back in this room here. We can't access that side door. So what we need to do is we need to pop the battery pack here. Okay. Okay, and that effectively allows us to use this lift to get to the second floor. We're going to make it to the end here and pick up this chem storage key, okay, along with this file. Again, don't read any of the files, don't waste your time. Just file them away. And out the door we go here. There we go. Another cutscene. Discovers Alexia for the first time, as well as Wesker.
Alexia?
Also, Wesker now knows that you're on the premises, and he starts to send some hunters at you. So we gotta be on the ball here, okay? Don't mess around. Alright, so we're gonna make our way out the side door here. And this is a cutscene that unfortunately can't be skipped. We got the eagle plate shown, falls down. Clearly to somewhere that's well out of reach. Hear that shock of electricity, that's a bit of foreshadowing there. It's gonna be something I'll have to deal with another 30 minutes or so. Okay, so the 3 zombies in this room. So I actually run out of here or try to, that kind of alerts them. It is possible to obtain this side pack and these bowgun arrows without actually having to kill these 2 zombies, but you know, I wasn't so lucky this playthrough. Again, with that though, I actually did use up all of my M100P, so now I get to use the SMGs from here. Okay, so now I definitely have to store those away when I get a chance. So we're gonna head back into this door here and into the elevator. We're gonna take this elevator down to the basement floor. If you're like me, you're going to notice a little bit of a continuity issue in this game, even in the original Resident Evil Code Veronica. So, obviously, the last time we made our way through here as Claire, in this area, the staircase wasn't down. But when you make your way over as Chris, lo and behold, oh, the staircase is down. How does that happen? So, there is a shotgun here. If you were to take the shotgun, that does effectively lift the stairs up. So, you know, what they could have shown is maybe a scene where maybe Alfred or someone runs down here, maybe Wesker runs down here. Who knows? Alright, so in this room we go. We make our way down to these double doors here. And from here, we have 2 choices. We're going to dip into this room first. Don't go ahead and get the doorknob first. Dip into this room first, and there's a reason why. I'll explain it later. Okay, let's go ahead into this room here. We're going to pick up the shotgun shells here. That's on the table. Obviously, we don't need to pick up the handgun rounds. I'm going to leave those there. And we're going to go ahead and use the chemical storage key to go ahead and open this thing. And we're going to need to set the temperature here. So we're going to set it to 128. So 12.8. Then hit finish there, and then that should change the color of this little chemical here. Chemical E? Or Clement E. We're going to call that Clement E. Anyways, there was a red and blue herb on the table there. We don't need those. We're going to have our chances to pick up some red and blue herbs later on. We don't need to get those. So now we're going to go ahead and pick up this doorknob here. And this is going to get us spotted by one of those hunter things, okay? So what we're going to do here, we're going to do something pretty ballsy. We're not going to engage these hunters. We're just going to try to run this out. We're just going to try to run it out, try to make it to the door as fast as we can. Ooh, he swiped me once. We swiped me twice. But I think I'm okay. I made it to the doors. I'm out. And sure enough, I'm all good. I'm still in fine condition. I'm not in caution. I'm looking good right now. And even if I was, there's a green herb right there at the end of the staircase. You could pick that up and use it. Okay? That's why I left it there. So we're back in the shotgun area here. There is handgun ammo and flame rounds. You don't need to grab those. In fact, don't grab those. Flame rounds are all about useless in this game. Definitely don't need to pick those up. Alright, we got a zombie here. Take him out. Short work of him. And there's two red herbs here. You missed the red herb in that room. You got 2 red herbs right there, which I will pick up at a later time. Right now, we're back in this area here. We're making our way back to the save room, okay, to bank some stuff. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so right now I believe I banked the Clement E solution along with those bow and arrows. And 100p also. And that's what we have here. We have our SMGs and that's it. An herb, some shotgun shells, and a doorknob. So... okay, so we're making our way back down this ladder here. Down the sewers, back in the sewer level here. Again, we're not picking up those red herbs. We will, but we're not picking them up at this time. We're going to go ahead. Okay, we still have a shotgun. We're going to go ahead and hang up the shotgun. We're not going to need the shotgun where we're going. Or at least we're going to try our best not to use the shotgun where we're going. Because we're not going to have it with us. We're hanging it up to lower down these stairs and go up the staircase and up to the elevator. Okay. Okay, and we're taking this to the 2nd floor, guys. 2nd floor. Now, as soon as this elevator door opens, we're going to run into 2 zombies. Let's make short work of them. We have our SMGs. Should be pretty easy stuff. Okay. Yeah, something... when a zombie is still in its dying motion, it's still gonna have one of your guns aim at it even when it's dying, so be careful there. Try to use the L trigger to switch to the other living target there. Alright, so now as soon as we make our way through this door, we are gonna quickly run forward. Boom. We don't want to get spotted by that laser there, because if we do get spotted, guess what? A hunter will spawn in this room and we'll have to deal with it. And without a shotgun, it's gonna be really difficult. Okay, we're back in this area here at the doorknob here. We're going to go ahead and place the doorknob into this door, which allows us to open it. I'm going to hook right here, pick up this tank object here. And with that, we're going to go ahead and make our way back to the elevator and down to the 1st floor where we'll get to place the tank object. Here we go. So again, we're making our way back into this room where we have that hunter laser thing here. Try not to get spotted. So this one here is pretty easy to maneuver around. Once it starts to trace backwards, then you can easily run and make your way out the door here. So that one is fairly simple to get out of. But this next one here is going to be a little trickier. It's a little harder to explain. You'll just have to maybe pause and rewind the video to see how I do it. So we're making our way back to the elevator and we're going to get off on the 1st floor this time. And there's going to be another one of those hunter spotter things. And the best thing that I can explain, the best way I can explain is when the laser starts tracking left, from right to left, immediately start running to the right. So start running to the right now and then boom, it stops. But like, don't go home with that. Basically, it will start again just once it starts tracking from the right to the left. Immediately start making your way down the right. Alright, we're going to go ahead and place the tank object here. That opens up this thing. We're going to go ahead and take the turntable key along with this document here. Secret passage memo. Again, don't bother wasting time reading memos. It's only going to add time to your playthrough. You don't want that. Okay, so now the spotter thing is gone. We're going back into the elevator. This time we're heading back to the 1st floor. Oh, basement floor. I'm sorry. Basement floor. We're on the 1st floor. Okay. Shotgun totally not necessary. At least for that one. So we're bringing it back down. So on the way back though, yeah, we're going to need to take that shotgun. So go ahead and grab it. Okay, now you do have the option here, now that this staircase is lifting, you do have the option to go back to the save room. See, I even think about it here. You have an option to go back to your save room and pick up the bow gun along with the explosive arrows, because we're about to run into a Bandersnatch. Now, for this playthrough, I decide to opt against that. But right now, it's still possible to take these guys out with shotgun rounds. So that's what we're going to do. It takes about maybe 4 or 5 shots. So let's go ahead here. We're going to initiate a cutscene, and then as soon as we regain control, we're going to have to take out a Bandersnatch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. So it took 5 shells to take that one out. If you had ran back and taken the bow gun along with the explosive arrows, we would have been able to take him out in 2 shots. Instead we just expended, what, 5 shotgun shells? Not a big deal. We're about to get some more shotgun shells in just a moment. But here we are. Just use the turntable key. We're going up here. And we see right at the top of the crate there is some bowgun powder. So what we need to do is climb over this box here. We'll have to push this box over so that we can climb over and grab it. Alright, very good. Alright, so now we got shotgun shells here. We got 7 loaded and 16 in the box there. Still very doable. We're about to get some more shotgun shells right now in this next room here. Okay, so we have the SMGs equipped. Gonna take out this first guy, no problem. See the shotgun shells right there on the ground. I'm gonna pick them up. We got a second zombie right here. Let's go ahead and make some short work with this guy. He's down, and then there's a third one here. Now, perhaps it might be possible to maneuver around this third zombie, but we're not even going to bother. Let's just take him out. Plenty of SMG ammo to use. Okay. And we got a guy playing possum here. We're just going to take care of him. Make our way down the ladder here into the sewer area. We're going to have to lift the lever here to start the ventilation of this area. Clears up all the poisonous gas that's in here. Right. Now, with that being cleared up, there's 4 zombies that we'll need to take out. Okay. So, I try not to aim at the 2 different zombies, because the ones that's near the stairs, it's kind of hard to get. Alright, so now, take care of this 3rd and 4th right here. It is possible to leave this particular zombie that was on the staircase alone. So now we're going to go ahead and equip our shotgun, because right through this door is going to be a hunter that's going to be right on our ass. So let's go. Let's make some quick work out of this guy. See, boom, right there. Right there could have swiped at you. See, that was probably the best case scenario to kill a hunter in 3 shots. Don't wait for the hunter to actually get up. Actually aim down and shoot your shotgun at it while it's down. Okay, here we go. We're going to get the Clement A solution here in this room. And then we're going to make our way back to that ladder area. Okay. Should have a clean shot here. No enemies here. Nothing to mess with us. Let's go ahead here. Get up the ladder. Now we are about to make our way to where the worm was in the military training facility. Now this time, instead of a worm giving us crap, we have 2 hunters. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and equip our shotgun. Now, we're not going to kill the hunters per se. We're just going to sort of keep them at bay. And the way we do that, you'll see, is to time our shot so when it's charging at us, we shoot them, they just fly back. Okay? So it worked for that one. It worked for this one, and I was barely aiming at it. So then, you know, before both of them can get up and charge at you, make a way down to this elevator here. Now, the reason why I'm not killing those hunters, because even if you do, there's some shotgun shells in the open field there. But when you do come back to this area, when you have all 3 proofs, those hunters will be replaced with poison hunters. So, and it's basically 2 more hunters that you have to deal with. So remember how I said you really needed to leave some herbs for Chris? Some herbs would be nice in this area here if you left them here as Claire. So definitely make sure that you do that in your playthrough. So right through this gate here, we got a hunter here. Okay, we got lucky because he jumped right over us. Basically did an Air Jordan right over our heads here. Or Vince Carter, rather. So now, I'm just combining my ammo here. We're making our way down this bridge area here. So we're not lowering the bridge as of yet. So we're going to make our way down here first. We have to solve a puzzle here. So the puzzle here is pretty self-explanatory. I'm just going to explain it to you. So once you're operating the buttons here, so we're going to hit the button operate. We're going to press the button underneath the 3 twice, and then the button underneath the 5 once. And then once the gauge for the 10 is full, we're going to press the button for the 10 to empty it. Now we're going to do it again. We're going to press the button under the 3 twice, 2 times. And then the button under the 5 once. And that should get the oil to where it needs to be, to where it hits the red level there. Not bad. See? Alright, so in solving that puzzle, that awakens these 3 zombies here. We're going to go ahead and use our shotgun. Take care of them. So again, try to aim in the head there. For whatever reason, they removed the headshot in this game. So you do see the brains flying, but the head actually stays intact. In Resident Evil 2, you can actually blow the heads clean off. Even in Resident Evil 3, I believe, if I remember correctly. But in this game, obviously, the heads don't come off. That's a bummer. Okay, so right now, those shotgun shells. Again, we got more shotgun shells. We're going to go ahead and make our way back down here. And we're going to lower down this lever here to lower the bridge. Okay. And again, make sure shotgun is still equipped, because we're going to have to deal with 2 more hunters. That's right, 2 more. That's not including the poison hunters that are waiting for us there on the way back. So right, back down this way here, now that the bridge is lowered. So here you're going to run forward just a tiny bit, and it's typically going to lunge at you. Then you shoot it. Again, don't wait until it gets up. You know, shoot it while it's down. And there you go. So typically you could kill a hunter with 3 shots, the shotgun. 3 to 4 shots typically. Okay, so afterwards, we're going to equip our SMG. We got 3 zombies here. This one here has some explosives there. So now, yeah, I think I take care of one of them here. That way, when we come back into this area, you only have to maneuver around 1 zombie. Quickly re-equip your shotgun for entering through this door. We're going to go ahead here and take out this hunter. Now, I wasn't lucky. It actually took a jumping swipe at me. And now I'm in caution status. So, actually, take a little bit of a chance here. Now, because I only have a green and blue herb with me, that will definitely get me back to fine status there. Also, when you even get to this, make sure that you have 3 inventory spaces free so that you could take these 3 Army proofs there. Army, Navy, and Air Force proofs. So, again, if one of your items is an herb, use your herb and then take those 3 things there. But, you know, especially if you're in, like, caution right now, like I am. But what I actually do here in this playthrough, I don't recommend it. Took a little bit of a chance here, but I'm actually going to try to limp this one out and make it back through the double doors and try to run past the poison hunters without them killing me. Okay, it's very risky, I know, but will it pay off? Who knows? Let's see. Now, if you had left 2 green herbs as Claire for Chris to use in this elevator, that would really come in handy. Especially right now. You could use 1 green herb to get you to fine status, and then you'll have the green and blue herb that I have. You know, it really would have helped. But right now, as soon as this animation clears for the elevator to open, we are running to these double doors here. We're not trying to waste shells here on these hunters. At least I'm not trying to. Let's see what happens. Okay, he took the running swipe. Immediately had to go in poison status. Ooh, it took a second swipe. But I think with that, I might be in deep caution here. Okay, but not bad. I made it through the double doors. I'm still alive. I'm in deep caution there. I'm in orange status here. It's not good, but I should be able to limp this one out. Okay, I'm gonna take the turntable key. I'm gonna take it down back into this area here. Now, once you get through these double doors, we're gonna be running into 3 zombies here. So be ready with that shotgun, ready to aim at these guys' heads here. Boom, that's 1. I'll take care of number 2. Again, you're in deep caution. Okay, yeah, you don't want to risk it. Maybe a bite from these guys sends you into danger status. Oh, and look, a green herb right there. Totally forgot about that. I'm gonna go ahead, and I don't believe I actually take it now. I just take it with me, but that, you know, that really came in clutch. Okay, So what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm actually not going to go back to the item box. Again, I play this one pretty loose here, so I hang up the shotgun to lower these stairs, and I'm going right to the elevator to the first floor. And again, I do have a green herb in my possession here. In the first floor, when we actually enter, you know, go ahead and put in all the proofs there, we have access to a second herb, and then we'll have access to more herbs in the sewer area where we're going. Okay, so right now, let's go ahead. We're getting off here on the first floor. Thankfully, no hunter spotter thing here. Thank God, that would have been rough. And we're going right to... I'm going to go ahead and place these Army, Navy, and Air Force proofs here. Let's go ahead and lower this switch here. Okay. Exposes this lever. Would you like to pull on it? Yes. Sure enough, that exposes this ladder here that goes into this sewer area. Before we go down, we're going to go ahead and grab these shotgun shells here. There's 2 of them, so go ahead and get both of them. Sure, because we're still going to get that shotgun. And then we're going to go ahead and pick up this green herb. Again, we got our second green herb here. We're ready to heal ourselves. And again, I probably should have healed myself here, but that would have taken me to maybe the caution, the yellow caution. That would have been the safe move. right now what I do is I take the ladder down, and there is 2 spiders in this area here that are actually pretty aggro. Like right away, see one already jumped down, ready to go, one spat something at you. Don't even bother getting the green herb and grenade rounds that was there. Go ahead and go down here and see now there's 2 green herbs and a blue herb here. So now we're ready to heal ourselves. Let's go ahead. If you combine 3 green herbs together, that'll get you back to fine status from danger and deep caution. So, and then we're going to go ahead and take this green and blue. And now we're about ready to grab the eagle plate here. Before I combine those 2. So there it is, the eagle plate here. And this is the albinoid thing that emits electricity. Admittedly, not the most creative of monsters, but it was a thing in this game. Now, you don't actually have to enter the water at all. So what he does, he kind of moves in this counterclockwise motion. So once he's like around there, make your way to this here and start aiming down and shooting him. Okay. And again, we're going to make our way over here. He's going to sort of make our way back towards you, and now just aim down and shoot him again. And it's sort of a rinse and a repeat situation there. We're going to go back here. He's going to swim towards you again. And we'll start aiming down. Once more should do it. And it's going to swim towards you again. Should be easy to kind of see where he's going. Okay, so once he pops up like that, you've officially killed him. You can then safely get into the water there to pick up the proof. Which, okay, there it is. Took a while. And now we are out of here. We're going to go ahead. We are officially done with this part of the game, with the military training facility. We can go ahead and make our way over to the Antarctic base there, where Claire is. Now, this spider right away, as soon as you get up, is already aggroed, and comes right at you. If you just kind of hug the left wall, you'll just miss him. Like, he'll just miss you. Okay? But it is possible to run right into him, and then he just starts to attack you and grab you. So be careful with that, okay? Alright, so we're making our way back to the elevator. If you guessed it, yeah, we're heading back down to the basement. And again, because we didn't bring the shotgun with us, it really wasn't necessary. The staircase is already lowered, which means we can go back down the staircase, pick up the shotgun, which, you know, effectively lifts the staircase, and we'll be able to take that shortcut into that save room area where we can get out of here. Alright. And again, I do have the inventory space. If you have it too, pick up these red herbs, you know. These will come in handy. In fact, I could go ahead, and I do believe I do make myself a shield heal right now, which is basically a green, blue, and red herb combined. It's the best herb you can get to heal yourself. Okay. So right now we're back to this area here. We're going to dip right on into the storage room, to this save room here. And if you wanted to, if you still didn't pick up that green herb, go ahead and pick it up now and then put it in your item box. I mean, I didn't do it. Right now I'm just storing some stuff now. Red herb. Picking up the... yeah, so I pick up the crossbow arrows so that I can then make those explosive arrows. Alright. So we have 10 explosive arrows, and we're going to get 10 more once we get to the Antarctic base, okay? So don't worry, we'll have plenty of explosive arrows to use. So we're combining these two Clement solutions with the eco plate to create the halberd. And that is that. I believe. Okay, so I do grab these crossbows, yeah, just to combine my bowgun there. And we're out. So now with the halberd made, we're going to go ahead and just like Alfred, we're going to go ahead to this door here and use that to open this door and fly out of here. I hate that you had to actually be legitimately in front of the door to be able to use an item. It's so annoying. Alright, so we're officially in the Antarctic base here. Okay, we're going to make our way through these double doors here. Okay, got these two tentacle things here. Just going to take them out. We still have our SMG with some ammo here. We're going to take them out one at a time. Just like that. And now remember that room that we avoided going to with Claire? We're now going to go in there with Chris here, with Big Bro. We're going to equip our bow gun along with our explosive arrows. And we're going to dip on into here. And we're going to grab some more bow gun powder to make some more explosive arrows. Okay? There's also some handgun rounds, but again, we're not grabbing those. We're here just for the bow gun powder. Alright, there it is. So yeah, that initiates a cutscene. We're just going to go ahead and create these explosive arrows now. And combine them. So we're going to use one arrow to kill this guy in front of us. And then we're just going to duck out of here. We're not going to worry about anybody else here. Boom, boom. Just like that. Pretty easy stuff. Now, if you're not on the ball there, that one zombie there that's closest to the door, he could grab you. So try to be on your P's and Q's there, okay? And make sure you get out of there safely. You only need to kill that one zombie. Okay, so right now we're only making our way to the save room here. We don't have to go through those double doors as Chris. In fact, we can't because it's, you know, filled with ice. We can't actually open those doors. But we would have effectively, you know, initiate a cutscene where you have to kill a zombie. So we're not going there. All right. Here we go. We're using the halberd on that opening there to get that paperweight. Alfred's died. We're going to go ahead and file that away. And again, we don't need the ink ribbon, so go ahead and say no. And let's go ahead and bang some stuff here. So we still have the SMG. Not so sure if it's still useful at this time. I think I keep it with me. Yeah, I do. So going ahead here. Again, we're not making that left there into that area. We don't need to. Okay, that just triggers a zombie fight. We don't need it. I'm going to save that ammunition. Making our way back up the stairs. Down these double doors. And we're making our way here to the machine room key door. We're here to grab the octavalve handle. Okay. Now, this one's going to be a little tricky here. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and show you what I intended to do. And obviously, you'll see what happened. I actually get caught. But it's actually, there's a specific way to get out of here unscathed. And I'll show you shortly afterwards here. Okay, so this is a cutscene you can't skip, by the way. So you actually do have to watch it. So I believe there's 4 zombies here. So one of them has something that can like shoot out at you. Okay, basically we have to pull forward, but because I got grabbed here, something launches out of this zombie's belly. Now, I went ahead and just left the room. Now, for whatever reason, once I exited this room, that thing was no longer on my back. And I was good. I wasn't in poison status or anything like that. I was actually in fine status. So hey, I'll take it. But I'll actually show you how that could have gone and how you could have actually done that, you know, without getting hurt. Okay. So yeah, I'm just loaded up the clip now. So it is possible to get through this area completely unscathed without anything shooting at you. All right. Totally possible. Right now, obviously that didn't happen in my playthrough. Right now, I actually just paused mine for now. But this is actually how it could have gone. And, you know, obviously you're not really going to be able to retry this. But as long as you don't get to like danger status here, you should be all right. You have a bunch of herbs in your item box to heal yourself if you actually do get hurt. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. All right, so let's continue. Okay, so we're making our way into this room now where we made the octavalve handle. There's 3 zombies here. We're going to take them out with the shotgun. Now, you could leave this 3rd zombie alone, but what I do is I actually equip the crossbow and just kill this 3rd zombie with some bow gun arrows, some regular bow gun arrows. Because why not, you know? They're so plentiful in this game, I figured, you know, it'd be a little bit of a boss here. Okay, so in this room here, there is a briefcase here that I actually don't get, but I do take the shotgun shells that's underneath. Now, the briefcase, if you do get, you can only open as Claire, and in that briefcase is actually some Magnum rounds. Now, again, we are going to go ahead and get the Magnum here. We do have the fire extinguisher in our item box. We made sure to bring that with us. Now, we're really only going to need 12 rounds with the Magnum. Not even 12 rounds, maybe 6 rounds. Okay, so we're going to duck into this door here. Now, believe it or not, now that the hunter spotter thing saw you, that thing is impossible to avoid. You're fighting this hunter no matter what. So again, make sure to shoot it while it's down. I got lucky there. You know, the D-pad on my Dreamcast controller is actually sort of, you know, iffy. It starts to kind of pull to the left or right sometimes, you know, but I was able to kill it. So again, never wait for a hunter to get up to attack you. You know, try to shoot it when it's down with the shotgun, okay? All right, so we're taking the elevator down here. And what I do here is I go ahead and reload my shotgun, and I actually go right into this open area here to kill this poison hunter. You know, best to get it out of the way now. So I believe it takes 4 shots for this particular poison hunter. Okay, so we're gonna make our way here to this little carousel area. You got the wing object. Going to pick one up. And there's another one here near this fountain. Go ahead and pick another one up. And you may have noticed, you may not have noticed perhaps, but we did actually walk right by a green herb. I'm actually going to point it out again. So there's a green herb right there. You know, we're going to leave that there for now. I actually do pick that up at a later time. So, but again, now we're in this freezer area here. There's more herbs here in this area. And this actually is the one area of the game where there's perhaps the most zombies in the game. I believe there's about, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 zombies here. So there's 4 right here in this hallway. And there's 3 more at the end of the hallway. Actually, reload shotgun. See more herbs right there. Aim up. 2, so that's 5, 6, and 7, okay? So again, so 2 green herbs plus that herb we just walked by. That was near that poison hunter. A lot of herbs for days. And we're gonna duck into this high voltage room here. Guess what? More herbs. Okay. In this corner here, there is some shotgun shells. I'm picking it up right now. I'm also gonna go ahead and place the octavalve handle to this opening here. This will allow us to restore electricity to the area here. Okay, once that's done, we're going to go ahead and move the lever to the switchboard here. This thus effectively turns on the power. And look, more herbs in the save room here. How about that? So right now, I'm going into my item box. I'm actually banking the SMGs. Do not need them anymore. I only need the shotgun and the bow gun, along with bow gun arrows and explosive arrows. Okay, so we're out of here. Okay, with the power turned on, we are making our way over to the end of this hallway here through this door. And look, more shotgun shells. I'm gonna pick those up. Handgun rounds too, if you need it. Again, we don't need it as Chris. And we're gonna go ahead and interact with this jewel piece here. We're gonna take both jewels, the blue and the red. And with the electricity on, it does spin whenever you take one of the jewels. So what we'll need to do is we'll need to turn the power off. If we want to take both jewels at the same time, we need to turn the electricity off here. So right now, we take the red jewel, that reveals some magnum rounds. Because again, we are getting the magnum. We have the fire extinguisher in our item box. We're getting that magnum. We're going to make some short work of Alexia first form. Okay, once that's placed back in, we're going to go into this door here. Okay, and we're going to see obviously some bugs in the ground there. And another winged object there, right there shining. We're going to go ahead and pick that up. Now, whatever these things crawling on the ground, anyone that's aiming to do no damage runs, I can't see them getting through this area without getting hurt in some way. And I am not for expending shotgun shells and killing these things. It seems like a waste, so. Right now we're making our way through these double doors here. A little more heartbeats, a little more anxiety. But don't worry, there's no monsters in here. Just a puzzle. Okay. This is where Alfred was when when Alexia came back to life there. There is a puzzle here. I'm going to go ahead and push the button. The solution is the 2 A's, the crown, the heart, and the spade. Again, it's the 2 A's, the crown, the heart, and the spade. That'll open up a thing there. It'll allow you to place the paperweight inside, and thus exposing Alfred Ashford's dead body. Ooh. Okay, so from here we're going to take his ring and check on it to inspect the ring, and that's not at this time, but we could actually remove the jewel that's on his ring. Alright, so again, there's another room there towards the right that has like handgun rounds and some herbs. You don't need to go to that room. Do yourself a favor. Don't need to go in that room. There's like 3 zombies in there. It's not worth it to expend the ammo to get, handgun rounds and some herbs. You have plenty of herbs to get. Okay? So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to head back the way we came, back into the save room. And because we're not going to go back into this area this same way, we're going to turn off the electricity in this room here. Okay? So pay attention now. We're going to actually turn off the power right here. Well, after I go to the item box. Okay, and I'm going to put away... What do I put away? Okay, so I'm combining the winged objects. And I should be grabbing the fire extinguisher, the empty extinguisher. There it is. Okay, so again, I may not have mentioned it before, but yes, you want to make sure that the empty extinguisher is in your inventory as Claire, and that you place it in an item box. That way you can retrieve it as Chris so that you can get the Magnum. Okay, so I went ahead and exposed the jewel. I just powered off the switch here. Because again, we're not going through that same door again. The way we're going to go back there, we're going to go back there using the biohazard key. Okay? So let's do it. Going through this door here. We're going to make our way back to the elevator. I think what I do here is actually to save myself time. I actually make my way through these double doors and actually place the Alfred jewel that's in the painting here, because we have to place the jewels for Alfred, for Alexander, and for Alexia in this painting. So let's go ahead and use that jewel in this painting here. We just have 2 more to place there. Now we'll double back over to the elevator, make our way back to the room where it has the crane key and the extinguisher fluid. All right, so also, if you left the power on, if you make your way back to this area, there's going to be some spotters for hunters. So do yourself a favor, make sure the power's off. You don't want to deal with hunters if you don't need to. Okay, so we press the switch here, brings up this extinguisher tank. Now we get to use the empty extinguisher here to fill up the fire extinguisher. Okay, now with the fire extinguisher full, we're going to go ahead and use the lift, make our way back down to this area here. And we're going to get close. Oh, not too close. And we're going to use the fire extinguisher here to put this fire out. And there you go, the fire extinguisher is out of your inventory. And lo and behold, you have yourself a Magnum. You are now ready for that Alexia fight. Okay. The first form Alexia fight is actually quite simple with the Magnum equipped. It takes maybe 5 or 6 shots tops to take care of the first form Alexia fight. So definitely want to make sure you have the Magnum in tow. Right now we're going to make our way up here. Use the octa valve handle to empty the water tank here so that we can retrieve the crane key. I mean, if you ask me why a crane key is at the very bottom of a tank, I'll never know. I mean, how do they run business there at Umbrella, you know? Anyways. Here we go. Poison Hunter here. Shoot it while it's down. Not bad. I think there was one shot I actually fired that actually didn't make contact. That's very unusual. Just noticed that now. But typically 3 to 4 shotgun shells can take down any hunter, either a regular hunter or a poison hunter. Okay, so not too bad. Right now I have the Magnum equipped, ready to go, ready to use the crane key, and we're about to initiate another mini boss fight. So this is for the giant spider here. Now, FYI, this is one boss you don't need to fight. Alright, so once you use the crane key, immediately start running, make your way down, and make your way over to near Alexander's dead body and pick up that Pierce there. Okay? So right now, I do get swiped here, not a big deal. You know, I'm not gonna lie and say that didn't piss me off, it did. But I believe that only put me in caution status. So right now, in caution status, not a big deal. Okay? Especially since, you know, we have herbs littered basically all over the place. Not to mention our item box. We'll be able to heal ourselves no problem. So right now I just exposed the jewel there, the Alexander Pierce thing. Let's take the elevator back down. And we should have everything we need to go straight back to those double doors here. And obviously, since I'm in caution status, I'm going to go ahead and use this green herb here that we left. Okay, very good. Okay, we're going to make our way back up the stairs. And we're going to go ahead and place the green jewel, Alexander's jewel, in the painting. And duck down over here. We're going to pick up the knife that's just curiously laying around. Now, when you do actually reunite with Claire, she's actually tied up and you do actually need a knife. But most players at this time won't even have a knife in their inventory this time, so they definitely left a knife there so they could easily pick up and free her. So we're going to go ahead and use it right now. Now, if you remember earlier, during the Nosferatu fight, I was poisoned. Now, because I was poisoned, that does require you to play as Chris another 2 or 3 minutes to go ahead and retrieve the serum to heal Claire. Now, again, it's only an extra 2 to 3 minutes added to your playthrough, not a big deal. You're going to go back to the area where we retrieved the Magnum. Okay, so ducking right into this elevator here, right back up. Again, back to that room. Take the lift down and have your shotgun ready, because once you're on the way down there, you're going to run into 3 zombies, one of which can get pretty close to you, so get those headshots ready to go. This one in particular, ooh, I was able to get it off. Yep, see, not bad. And there it is, there's a serum right there. Also, make sure you have an inventory space available for the serum, you know, before you make your way down here. Right now I have the Magnum equipped now. Gonna make our way back to Claire here. See, that was, what was that, 1 minute? That's when you get back, perhaps 2 minutes and change. Not too bad at all. Again, if you could kill Nosferatu with the sniper rifle and 7 shots, and maybe the AK-47 without getting poisoned, you don't have to go through the trouble of getting the serum. So it's pretty dope. And again, that cutscene where Claire actually does take out Nosferatu with the sniper rifle, it's pretty badass. It's worth watching. Definitely you should check it out. Alright, so once you head back through these double doors, a cutscene plays immediately. You could skip it. Again, we're skipping all cutscenes. We want that S rank, skip every cutscene. Alright, so now we've regained control of Claire, but she is in danger status there. So I'm picking up this green herb and red herb. And I'm going to go ahead, I believe I go ahead and I make a shield heal out of this. So a green, blue, and red herb combined. So I go ahead and use that to heal myself. Alright, so there are some shotgun shells here on the couch. We're going to go ahead and leave that for Chris. Right now, what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and put some stuff away and get some more heals. Because in addition to getting more heals, we're going to put the handgun away, and we're going to need to grab the grenade launcher along with the grenade rounds. Make sure the grenade rounds are equipped, because that's what we're going to use to face poor Steve there. Okay, so right now I have the AK-47 equipped because we're going to have to kill a few things before we get to Steve. So right now I took out 3 herbs and I'm combining them. I want to have at least three full heals on me. So we have the green and red, 3 greens, and I'm also taking, I believe, 3 more. Yeah. No, 4 more. And I think what I do is I combine 2 of them. And now I have also 2 separate ones, single ones. And we're heading our way out of here. And right away, folks, we are at the tail end of Disc 2. We're almost there. The S rank or A rank that's in our grasp. Man, we got this. Okay, so these tentacles here that pop up, we're going to take them out with the AK-47. Should have enough ammunition to take it out. And so once you enter this room, there's 1 zombie here you'll have to worry about. We'll take it out with the AK-47. Okay. Ooh, see, he almost lunged at me. He almost got me. No big deal. We got this. We take him out. And I'm going to go ahead and equip the grenade launcher. Now, this part can be pretty tricky if you're not careful. And in addition to that, it could also end your run. Okay, so once you pull on this handle here, expose this crystal ball, this thing is going to drop on it. Okay, so if you haven't guessed, what we need to do is we need to use that thing to break open this crystal ball. And what you have to do is you have to sort of get it to sort of trigger. Once it's triggered, run, and immediately get into your inventory and use the crystal ball item. Okay, you'll automatically pull back. Once it smashes, run and immediately interact it to pick it up. And now you've taken a security card, and you'll hear like a lock sort of switch. That means that thing is no longer to fall on you. You know, I can't tell you how many times that has actually ended a run for me. It's embarrassing, and it's not where you want a run to end, but be careful. Now also, it should be said here, I'm going to pause it right now. I'm going to really give this a big intro. So this is one of the points in the game where you really could end your run. So make sure that you have your grenade launcher equipped with the grenade rounds loaded up, because you'll need to go ahead and shoot him at least 1 time so that he can get behind Steve. Okay? So it's very easy for him to go ahead and easily trip you up. 1 swipe with his battle axe here can send you into danger status right away. That's why I have a bunch of herbs and heals ready to go if I need to. Even some extra heals, because we have that much to spare. Okay? So just to let you know, you got to take this part seriously. You got to put on your big boy pants here, because shit is about to get real. Okay? Once you regain control of Claire, you'll have your grenade launcher ready to go. Immediately aim at him and shoot him. That'll stun him just enough for you to get right behind him. And then once he starts to do his double swipe thing, maneuver around him and then immediately start running back in the opposite direction. Okay? Now, he may swipe at you once. If he does, you will be in danger status. Okay? Don't try to, Hulk it out after that. Immediately, if you have a heal on you, use your heal. Once you've used your heal, immediately make your way back down the hallway. Try to make it down in the hallway as fast as you can. We're not getting swiped a second time. Even if you do get swiped a second time, you might already be closer to where that cutscene will end, and you should be okay. All right, so we're going to let this play out. Okay. So again, see Steve here. He's locked up. Oh no. Steve in control. Hit him with a grenade launcher round. And then right in the back, he swipes twice, 3 times. Boom. You're making your way over. Okay, you're making your way over. Okay, so he got me. He got me with 1 swipe, but I was right there. Not too bad. I didn't even need to heal. So yeah, there was a lot of healing items I gave Claire for that, just to get out of that safely. But trust me, I've done this run too many times to actually die at that same spot. So I wasn't effing around there. I made sure I had enough heals to get through it. And it was fine, because again, when you continue on with the game, you're still going to have enough heals ready to go to finish the game. And that's what we're going to do. Okay, here we go. The S rank. It's in our grasp, man. We got this. Okay. So now we're back to Chris here. and about to get ready for the first Alexia fight. You get control of Chris, immediately run over here and start aiming your weapon and firing at Alexia right away. So, it took what, 5? I think that took maybe 7 shots. Okay? And right now I'm still in fine condition there. Not too bad. That fight, piece of cake. Went ahead and picked up Alexia's choker there. Gonna take out the jewel. Yeah, so it took 7 shots to take down that first form Alexia. Not too bad at all. So make way up these stairs here. Go ahead, place that last jewel into this painting to reveal the door behind it. And we are almost there. We are almost at first and goal with the S ranking, A ranking in our sights. It's in our grasp here. We got this. Okay, so we have some zombies in this room here. So it gets a little tricky. I do have some crossbows. So the grouping of 2 of the zombies there, they do actually come at you fast. So what I do is I think I switch to the shotgun. And I think I completely whiff on one of the shots here. Ugh. But the second one got him. Okay, so that was a lot of shotgun shells expended on just 3 guys, but don't worry, in this room here, there's more shotgun shells. We're gonna go ahead and grab them. There it is, shotgun shells, boom. Go ahead and combine them right now. And in this desk drawer here, we have the biohazard key, or the sterile room key. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. So remember how we turned off the power before going into this main area here? That's gonna come in handy the next time you get on over and use this biohazard key. So right now, we're heading into this room here on the side. And we're gonna use the lift here. There's a button here, open up this panel. And there we go, that is the 4th and final winged object. Okay. Go ahead and take that with you. And again, in this room, you haven't noticed, 2 green herbs. Again, a lot of green herbs. I'm gonna unlock this door here, and we're gonna make our way back down to the hallway where Claire was. And here we are. It's another cutscene. Poor Claire, she's emotional right now. But she does slide you this book here. We're gonna go ahead and check it to get the biohazard security card here. Okay. So again, once you hear this music here, this is when you know that you're in the last part of the game here for Disc 2, Resident Evil Code Veronica. Alright, so we're making our way here to this little item box area. There's some shotgun shells here. Let's grab them. And we're going to store away pretty much everything except we're going to store away this knife, of course. We don't need it. Let's switch that over for an herb. And whatever else you feel you need. Okay, we're going to load up the crossbow, the bow gun with the explosive arrows. And we're going to store the regular bow gun arrows. And do I get myself an herb? I mean, I already have 1 full heal. And I just went ahead and grabbed 2 herbs to combine to have like a nice partial heal. And we're off. Okay. So from here, just took a quick look at my inventory to see what I had there. We're making our way back to the side door. back through these double doors here. We're going to go back to where we came, where we placed all those 3 jewels. Right here. And again, remember, we turned the power off for a reason. We are now going to access that same area using the sterile room key. And that will get us through these double doors and back into this area here, where we initially got the magnum rounds. So right now, we're going to go ahead and take these jewels here. And with the electricity off, we could take both of them without it, you know, turning on us. Okay, so we're out of here. We're making our way back up those stairs. Again, S rank. I could taste it. I could feel it. It's right there for us. Okay, it's got perhaps another 10 minutes here. Here we go. Now, once you have those jewels, the moment you open this door, you're going to run into some more zombies. Some more zombies are going to respawn here. So be careful. Have your shotgun ready. Aim upwards. Boom. 2 zombies here. Got a 3rd here. And number 4. There is a 5th one there right behind us. We're not going to go ahead and bother with that. We're just going to leave him alone. We're going to leave him be. Again, more herbs. We're going to go ahead and do the last thing we need to finish out this game. Okay, so we're going to use the blue jewel here to open this music box. And then we're going to use this secret door here to make our way into the next room to get the music plate. Alright, no big deal. Go ahead and place the red jewel inside there. Grab this music box plate. Now we're heading back to the other area to place it in the blue box. Again, that lowers this thing here. We're just gonna now climb. And we are almost there, folks. Almost there. Alright, so we're going to head on over here, pick up the gold dragonfly object. Now, once we combine this with the winged object there, we got the gold dragonfly. And we are officially on our way to the last boss fight. Let's go ahead and do this. So, right now, we're going to make our way back to the area where Claire was. You could grab these herbs if you wanted to. I figured, why not? I will. I went ahead and grabbed the both of them. I think actually, no. I don't combine them yet. Okay, on over to these doors. And we're coming back to this area here. This time we're going to the farther end of the hall here, to the staircase. Make our way up the staircase here. This gets us to another electronic door where we'll need to use the gold dragonfly. Okay. That unlocks the door. Boom. Now we do have the bow gun equipped with the explosive arrows. 2 zombies in this room. Just gonna take care of them. Boom. 2 explosive arrows. Not a big deal. Again, we have enough to take care of Alexia. I promise you. You will have enough. Alright, so let's go ahead and use the security card here. Now, even if you haven't read all the documents in the game, it should be fairly obvious what the security code is. It's the name of this game, Code Veronica. Okay. I believe there is a document somewhere in this game that does mention a security code of some kind named after Veronica. So, but if you're unsure, it's the name of this video game. It's Code Veronica. That's the code. Alright, here we are. All door locks have been released.
This facility will detonate in 5 minutes. All doors are now unlocked.
Alright, boom. And yep, you could pick up this green herb here, why not? I went ahead and did so, and I think I combined it. Yes, so to make a full heal, 3 herb, full heal. Alright, so let's do this. We are just about ready to enter the final boss fight. The Alexia second form boss fight. Now, a few things to go over before this boss fight, okay? Now, so what we need to do is we need to run all the way to the farthest corner of this room here, of this space here, and with the bow gun and explosive arrows equipped, we're basically going to spam this bitch with a bunch of explosive arrows. Just really go for broke. Everything we got, okay? Now, we'll have just enough to do the job, but the things that actually come at you, what you could do to take those out is you could use your shotgun. Now, at one point, it might get too close to you and it just starts, just starts flailing at you. At that point, just continue just shooting arrows at Alexia. Never mind killing those things. All right? But that's what we're going to do. Let's do it, son. Okay, so the moment you regaining control of Chris, immediately just fire one shot at Alexia. Don't allow her to lay any sort of hand on Claire. It could end up bad. So right now, we are in the final fight here. So again, we're going to run to the opposite corner of this space here and just start spamming right away with some explosive arrows. Okay? And anything that comes through, shoot them with a shotgun. Okay, boom. Now let's load up crossbow. Shoot, spamming again. So again, see if this thing is just right now going ham on me right now. Not a big deal. I'm just going right for it. And boom, right now I'm in the final phase of Alexia phase 2. Here we go. Now we got to run to the linear launcher. Okay, first I'm going to heal up using herb. Now back in fine status. So here we go. Taking the linear launcher. Let's go ahead and equip the linear launcher. And let's aim it. It's a one-shot kill. Ooh. 2 shots. I was able to kill it in 2 shots. Can't get any luckier than that. I mean, you could actually kill it in 1 shot. I've actually seen it done. Believe it or not, actually, the very first time this video game came out, my older brother actually beat Alexia's second form with the linear launcher in 1 shot. I was so pissed because when it came time for my playthrough, it took at least 8 or 9 shots to kill that thing. It was so upsetting. But 2 shots, can't ask for a better turnout than that. Except a 1-shot kill, but hey. So right now we're skipping all of these cutscenes. Again, if you played Resident Evil Code Veronica X, there's no need for you to watch these cutscenes. Skip them.
Chris,
we're gonna get
where
right
are you?
all the way to the end here. Because the very final cutscene is actually one that you can't skip. I'll show this. That was all cutscenes I could skip. Once you get to this part here, this is an unskippable cutscene.
Chris!
And this is the ending of the game here.
Hey, you know that I always keep my promises.
So, believe it or not, the original Resident Evil Code Veronica, after you beat Alexia, you know, her second form, it cuts right to
Chris,
this.
promise me.
And
Please
there's a
promise that
whole
you
bunch
won't
of
leave
stuff
me
that they
alone
cut,
again.
like that
I'm
entire
sorry,
Wesker
Claire, but
exchange,
it's
the
not
Wesker
over yet.
fight, that's all
There's still
cut from
something we've got to
the
do.
original version of the game.
You mean...
Yeah, it's payback time. We've got to destroy Umbrella. Now, let's finish this once and for all.
Couldn't even promise to not leave Claire alone again. And how selfish is this guy? Anyways, so yes, that was Resident Evil Code Veronica X, and also Resident Evil Code Veronica, same game. You cannot skip the ending cast sequence. You have to actually watch all of it. But what I'm gonna go ahead is I'm gonna cut to the very end so that you can see my results. But yeah, in a nutshell, as long as you follow this guide to the T, to everything that I have illustrated here, you should be able to achieve an S ranking with no problem. Okay? So again, most importantly, basically, do not use any ink ribbons. You're not saving. You're not using any first aid sprays. If you die, you're not using any retries. And if you heal yourself again, you can only use herbs. And also, skip every cutscene. Also, first two prerequisites, again, you need to be able to deliver the hemostatic medicine to Rodrigo at the very beginning of the game, and you got to save Steve in that room where the lugers are in the fastest amount of time possible. Okay? It seems like a lot of steps. It really isn't. Okay? It's really those two steps and basically being mindful never to save or use a first aid. That's it. That's really all it is. Okay? Now, again, I am going to skip this here. In fact, yeah, I'm going to go ahead. Here we go. Presented by Capcom. There we go. Moment of truth, where we get to enjoy the fruits of our labor. Everything we worked so hard for. We're going to see whether or not we get the S rank. And I'm really pausing for good effect here. And there it is. S rank. 3 hours, 22 minutes, 10 seconds. Number of saves, 0. Number of retries, 0. And that's all there is to it. Really, it's not that difficult of a task, in my opinion. It really is basically two things: delivering the hemostatic medicine to Rodrigo, saving Steve really fast out of the Luger room, and basically never saving and never using any first aid sprays. Because obviously if you die, you know, you're not going to hit retry. So your goal is obviously to not die. You hit retry, that could mess up the whole run right there. So that's really all it is. It's plain and simple. So again, this is the Japanese version of the game with the Biohazard or Resident Evil Code Veronica X, you know, titles and everything sort of compiled onto the Japanese version. So right now it's showing the S rank, but obviously in the North American versions, you know, PS2, PS3, it's going to show A ranking. That's not a big deal. A ranking is an S ranking. You're still going to unlock the rocket launcher. You're still going to unlock that trophy for beating the game in under 4 hours. And again, if you're doing this on original hardware, so the original hardware, to get the S ranking, you have to complete the game in under 4.5 hours. Okay? But on the PlayStation 4, the trophy is specifically for you to complete it in under 4 hours. So again, this walkthrough still has you covered. 3 hours, 22 minutes, 10 seconds. That's not bad. And again, there was a few times where I did mess up. You know, I went into that one area I wasn't supposed to go. And that added 1-2 minutes? Big deal. 3 hours, 22 minutes, 10 seconds. That's pretty good. Now, I suppose I could, you know, continue at this and try again for maybe a 3-hour run, or 3 hours, 10 minutes, 3 hours and 16 minutes. You know, I don't really care about that. I just really want to unlock the rocket launcher and have fun with a nice rocket launcher run of the game. So, and that's pretty much it. And perhaps maybe for yourself, you know, you can unlock the rocket launcher or just get your way closer to a platinum trophy if that's what you're aiming for, which I believe is pretty difficult for the PlayStation 4 version of the game, because, you know, there's some things that you're asked to do, like get an A ranking as Wesker in Battle Game. That's going to be rough because, you know, he only has a knife and some herbs. You know, that's going to be a pretty difficult task, more difficult than getting the S rank for beating the game, the main story. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I hope you got, you know, everything you needed out of this walkthrough. I hope that I was as, you know, informative as I could be. And if not, you could always, you know, leave me some comments, you know, or if you have questions or anything like that, anything that happened on your walkthrough, you know, go ahead and post them down below. I'll try to answer as best as I can. But yep, S rank, A rank, totally doable. Okay. Proof is right there. And until next time, I'm going to catch you at the next one. If there is a next one, I'm not sure. You know, it depends if I'm inspired or not. But all right, I'll see you guys.